old school. Then again, maybe everything old is new again. Kind of refreshing, isn't it?
For all your insurance needs, visit Gregory Associates in Fort Wayne.
Komets Sons Funeral Homes have been serving Fort Wayne and area families since it was founded in 1925. Now a member of the Dignity Memorial Network, Komets provides pre-planning, funeral planning, cremation, and memorialization services. Compassionate local care, the most meaningful services celebrating a life well lived, all provided at the best value. Komets Sons Funeral Homes, a Dignity Memorial provider.
And now, back to Comet Hockey.
And here we go, Game 3 from the Coliseum. Komets and Toledo. Shane Albarani, Robbie Irons here tonight. And we are underway as Bobby Shea takes the opening face-off up along the far side. It's going to be tipped into the Toledo zone. Coming into the corner, Bukowski gives it up. Dennis Kravchenko is there. Kravchenko fights for the puck with Jenks. Now it's going to come up along the far side. And the Komets have it. Sean Szydlowski, quick shot. And a save made by Nagel.
Szydlowski not scared to let that shot go. Quick one right on net. Nagels makes the save. Good forechecking by the Komets. Kravchenko getting in there with Thompson.
Face-off will be to the right of Nagel. Just 29 seconds into this game. Series tied at 1. Game 4 back here at the Coliseum. Friday night, 8 o'clock start time. Face-off to the right of Pat Nagel. We got the rookie Felix Martineau to handle the face-off duties. And with Borkowski, who was just sent down from Grand Rapids today. Here's the puck drop up top. Here's Lowney with a shot. That goes high. And out into the corner. It's Martineau centering play. It's broken up. Going to come into the corner. Dish back around and chasing after it is Tynaulin. Pumps it upstairs. Here's another shot. And a save made by Nagel.
Not a real hard shot, but from the point, a quick one. Let go by the defenseman, Kulkin. Right on the net. Nagels has to make the save. Looking for a deflection on a shot like that.
So we'll set up to the right of Pat Nagel. So far, 2 shots on goal for the Komets. And we've got Martineau once again in the face-off draw. Martineau and Borkowski. Here's the puck drop. Comes up top of the circle. Komets got it. Tynaulin tries to float it out in front. That's taken away. And now down low into the corner. Martineau battling for the puck with Borkowski. Tynaulin comes away with it. Goes up to the blue line. Here's a quick shot. It's knocked away. Martineau coming back into the corner after it. Back behind the net. It is Gabriel Desjardins up along the far side. Back up to the blue line. It is Kulkin. He's going to step up. Here's his shot. Missed it high. And on the near side, it's Lowney coming down low into the corner. Up top we come again. Lowney to his left. Here's a shot. That's going to be blocked. Loose out in front now, and that's going to clear the length of the ice. Bonus will pick it up for the Walleye. Going to come into the Komet zone. Nice play there by Lowney. Goes back behind the net. Now far side to Ryan Kulkin. Kulkin escaped with it. He'll flip it in. And it's going to go all the way down here in the corner. Back behind Pat Nagel. Thrown up along the near side. It is Crisp. Crisp for the Walleye. Goes right down the middle of the ice. Hits his man down the left side. It's going to be Sadaway. Going to be back behind the net. Cody Soul rides him off the play. Jason Binkley is there. And he's got Maggio. Maggio down the middle of the ice to Marco Waugh. Waugh will flip it in. And now it's going to go back behind the net. Here in the Toledo zone, it's picked up, coming up to the blue line. Binkley with a shot, save in front, loose.
Rebound.
Komets still with it. Waugh tries to put it back in. Nagel finally grabs a hold of it with the glove.
And Maggio come flying in, and the defenseman saw him at the last second and was able to turn on him, and Maggio never got a full piece of him, but he scared a lot of people when he went charged in like that, dug the puck out, and a couple of shots to the side of the net. But aggressive checking, Maggio using his size and speed.
Komets already with 6 shots on net. We're not even 2 minutes into the first period.
Keep hustling, guys. You need to get a couple of quick ones on them.
Komets being very aggressive here on home ice. Face off to left of Nagel. Martineau on the face off. Martineau and Jenks to the left of Nagel.
Yeah, that's a new matchup from the first shift.
And now Martineau going to get kicked out. Coming in is Gabriel Desjardins. And the puck is dropped. Comes to the rear of the face-off dot. Coming up top now to the blue line. And now kicked back into the Walleye zone, into the corner. Schmidt goes after it, avoids a check from Martineau. Comes up along the near side. Bukowski still can't clear it out. Now it trickles over the blue line. And now it's going to go off the wall and back into the Komet zone. Here's Leonard down into the corner. Back behind the net. It's Bobby Shea. Going to wheel it around up along the far side. Schmidt will intercept it. Now down low. Back behind the net. It's Jenks. Jenks and Shea. They fight for it. Now it's Desjardins up top of the blue line. That's going to clear the zone all the way down. Yep. That'll get the end boards. Icing call on the Komets.
Good play, Komets. Get the puck up as quick as you can. They missed the pass at the blue line, but went all the way down the ice for the icing. Doesn't hurt. They cleared the zone with the forechecking by Toledo.
Face off to the left of Michael Hauser, who's yet to handle the puck here tonight. No score. 17:26 to go in the first. Puck is dropped. It is going to go into the corner, and it's Bobby Shea off the wall. Comes out to the neutral zone. Walleye there. They'll defend it, and it's sent back into the Komet zone off the end boards. Michael Hauser will grab it and get a whistle.
Not taking any chances. Hauser, the bouncing puck, come off the backboards. He wasn't sure who was coming in on him, so he held on. Gave Bobby Shea time to head to the bench and get a line change for the defenseman.
So the Komets will change it up. Face off to the left of Hauser. Same spot as before. And Marco Wall will take it.
Shasma out there on the left wing.
Law and Borkowski, and the Komets win the face-off. Ryan Lowney back behind the net. Lowney to skate with it, gives it up to Maggio. Maggio on the right side. He'll play it into the Toledo zone. Going to come down here in the corner. It is Schmidt. Gets double-teamed down low. Played up along the near side. Komets trying to use the point. It's going to go up there, but the Komets do not possess it. It's going to be Borkowski. He'll bring it into the Komet zone. Coming across the line on sides. Now he flips it around the boards. On the far side, it's controlled by the Walleye. Now another big check. Puck is going to come loose, and it's Ryan Lowney. Lowney on the near side. Him and Borkowski, they fight for position. Now it comes out in front. And Wilson to the blue line. Can't get a shot off. Now he throws it in, but it's going to be blocked. Jamie Shasmo will get it. Had a man breaking a little too far out in front of Marco Waugh. That'll be an icing.
Just missed him with the pass. Waugh trying to break, but couldn't get the legs going. As the puck goes down for the icing call. Face off back in the Komet zone.
16:31 to go in the first. No score.
No shots on goal by Toledo credited yet. They've attempted a couple, but they have not hit the net.
To the left of Hauser we go. Waugh will take the drop. In with Christian Hilbrick. And it's tied up on the circle. Comes free to Ryan Lowney. Lowney comes up to the blue line where it's picked off on the left side. Here's a shot by Sadoway, and it goes in off the skate of Lowney.
And that's exactly what you look at. Komets out shooting them 6-0. First shot on goal goes off the defenseman's skate, redirected in the net. Toledo gets the first break and goes ahead 1-0.
16:23 to go in the first period. Lucky bounce for the Walleye. Go in. And it is 1-0 Toledo.
Yeah, they banked the puck off the boards. The defense stopped it. They went to the right, and then they just took the shot. It was going across the net, and I believe it hit one of the Komet defensemen and redirected into the net. We'll have to see who got the shot.
And that's the third straight game in this series where Toledo's got the first goal. So Toledo, they have got the puck and they have got the lead early on in this hockey game as Dennis Kravchenko tries to throw it into the Toledo zone. It's going to be knocked away by Jenks. Far side. Here is Leonard with it. Leonard goes to Kravchenko in the corner. He lost it. Back on the near side. It's Borkowski fighting for it. No, it's Obukowski. Now here's a shot by Tansey. Save made by Hauser. He's got to pin it up against his side of the cage, and he'll get a whistle.
Yeah, that came off the backboard and stuck on the mesh. He just grabbed on so that nobody was going to come by and flip it to the front of that and get another crazy bounce.
The goal goes unassisted to Dylan Sadoway. So Toledo up 1-0. 15:59 to go in the first. Face off to the right of Michael Hauser. We've got Jenks and Mason Baptiste in the face-off, and now Jenks gets kicked out. Obukowski comes in.
Linesman needs to drop it. He's too worried about things.
And it goes into the corner. Here is Binkley. Binkley up along the near side. The Komets get it out. It's Cody Soul. Soul with it on the far side. Flips it forward. Desjardins gets it in to the Toledo zone. Tansy up along the far side. Banks it off the wall. And the Komets still with it. Desjardins uses Baptista. Far side. Desjardins stick handles. Comes back up top to the point. Here's a shot save made by Nagel. He steers it into the corner right onto the stick of Baptista. Up to the blue line. Binkley now will put it in. That's going to go wide. And on the far side, it's going to come out to the blue line and now to the neutral zone and now sent back in to the Toledo end. Tansy will wheel it into the zone up along the far side. Here's Jamie Shasma. Shasma back behind the net. He will skate with it. And he gets to his own blue line. Up along the far side. Plays it off the wall, but it's intercepted by Barnes. Barnes will bring it up along the near side. Here's a shot save made by Hauser. Corrals the rebound in and gets a whistle.
Cody Soul rode him to the far wing. Kept him wide. Forced him to shoot off the boards. Hauser handled it easily. Held on. Whistle face off.
1-0 Toledo. 15:09 to go in the first. Face off to the left of Hauser.
Komets out shooting them 7-2 so far in the period. Unfortunately, they're down 1 on the first shot on goal, which was deflected off a Komet defenseman's foot. Breaks of the game right there.
Puck comes into the corner after the face-off. And it's Ryan Colkin up along the far side. Marco Wog using the point coming up to the blue line. And the puck is rattling around. Komets come up away with it. It's Maggio on the right side. Martineau flips it forward into the Toledo zone. Back behind the net. Bonus plays it up along the far side. Colkin wrestles it away. Now it's loose at the top of the circle. Here's a shot. That's going to be blocked down. And back on the near side. Into the corner we come. It is Martineau. Going to go back behind the net up along the far side. Racing for it is Marco Waugh. He's met there by Barnes, and now into the corner it goes. Kick back behind the net, and the Walleye have the puck in their own zone, right down the middle of the ice, off the stick of Obakowski, or that's Borkowski, going to come into the corner, and now back behind the net, up along the far side. Komets trying to get it out. Sadoway keeps it in there, right at the blue line. Now it's kicked loose. Now the Komets got some numbers, 3-on-2. Along the far side, Garrett Thompson. Tynaulin gets forced wide. Now he's going to come down low, back below the goal line. Garrett Thompson on the near side has a man in front. Soul with a shot, missed it high, and now back on the near side. It is Garrett Thompson with it. Thompson in front. And here's a shot wide again. Back in the corner. Tynaulin goes down, taken off the play by Embach. No call. And Embach comes away with the puck. It's Crisp on the left side. Crisp backhander into the Komet zone. It's going to bank off the wall. They're going to come into the corner. Kravchenko far side to the blue line. Garrett Thompson is there. And now back to Cody Soul. Soul cross-rank pass is going to find Kravchenko off the wall, but it's now batted back by Schmidt. And into the Komet zone it rolls. Jason Binkley back behind the net, gives it a look. He's got Cody Soul here on the right side. And Soul goes down the middle of the ice. He is going to pick up a man. Binkley coming in front. Open. Here he goes. Shot save made. Penalty called. Up top to Bobby Shea. It's a delayed penalty.
Against Toledo.
Komets with some extra power play time here. And on the far side, it's Jamie Shasma. Shasma plays it off the wall.
Goaltender's out, extra attacker.
And Bobby Shea with the puck in his own zone over to Leonard. Delayed call here. Far side to Jardin. Will play it around, and it's going to be
over a stick.
Stopped by Nagel. Whistle will blow. Komets gets a power play.
Yeah, Kravchenko took a nice pass right to the goal mouth. Tried to deke the goaltender, but unfortunately he got the stick out. Nagel's got the pad out. Everything went the wrong way for the Komets, but the high stick goes to the Toledo defenseman. Kravchenko, first real good chance on net for the Komets.
It'll be Broussard going off for high sticking. Power play time for the Komets. Toledo leads this one 1-0. Chance to tie it up here in the first period. Face off to the right of Nagel, and it's going to be Marco Waugh on the drop. Waugh and Jenks, and the Komets win it up to Colkin. Colkin to the blue line. Comes to Marco Waugh. Waugh on the far side, back over to Colkin. Colkin over to Martineau. Back cross ice pass going to be tipped, and it's going to go into the corner. It's going to be knocked right up in midair, and Pat Nagel will glove it down.
There was a chop in the corner, went straight up in the air. Nagel was able to reach at the side of the net, get it before anybody could get their stick on it because it was so high. Held on. He'll get the whistle, and the face-off stays in the Toledo zone.
Face-off to the right of Nagel. Komets on a power play for another 1:46. Waugh on the face-off. And now Jenks will get kicked out of the face-off circle. Crisp will come in. And into the corner, Denis will get it. He'll slam it all the way down the far side boards. And Hauser will come out and stop it. The Komets will regroup from their own zone. There's Gabriel Desjardins down the right side. He will come across the line. Martineau with it. In front, tip goes wide. Far side, Marco Waugh lost it. Jenks has got it. And Martineau's got to hustle on back. They'll come across the line 2-on-2. Here's a shorthanded chance, and it's going to be shot and a save made. Far side, Waugh quickly moves it ahead. Here's Desjardins with it. Desjardins all the way back into his own zone. The Komets again got to regroup.
Toledo gets back very quickly back into position as the Komets make line changes.
Bobby Shea with the puck for the Komets. He'll gain his own blue line, drops it off to Szydlowski. Sid will come across the line here on the right side. Coming down on Nagel. Centers comes up. Here we go. Here's a shot. Save made. Maggio was right there on the rebound. He couldn't connect with it.
Good shot. Good save.
Back on the near side. Komets still on a power play, and now it's going to get out of the zone. 44 seconds to go on the man advantage. Komets down by a goal, and it's Bobby Shea with the puck. Shea will get to the neutral zone. Giving it up to Szydlowski. Szydlowski will come across the line. Now Maggio with it. Floats it down low. And Szydlowski scoops it around up along the far side. Coming up to the point. And it's Bobby Shea with it. Shea eyeing a shot. Nothing there. Going to give it up on the far side. Return to Shea. Here's a shot. That goes wide. Back on the near side. Coming up to the blue line. Held in by Szydlowski. Cross ice pass. Coming in. Here's a shot. That's blocked.
Blocked again.
Now Bobby Shea with it on the far side. Back to Kravchenko. Coming down low with 6 seconds to go on the power play. Szydlowski on the right side. Got some room. Coming in, taking a shot. It's blocked, and we're back.
All even, 5-on-5.
Maggio back below the goal line, up along the far side. Again, goes off the side of the net, and now it's going to be wheeled up to the blue line. Szydlowski floats it down low. Here's Garrett Thompson with it. Tries to tuck it home. Puck is loose, and the cage is going to go over Pat Nagel and trap him there, and the whistle will blow.
Yeah, there's two big guys, Thompson and number 410. See, both of them collided at the side of the net. The net went flying over. As Thompson tried to jam it in the side of the net, Nagel held his ground. No goal.
10:45 to go in the first. We'll take a break. You're listening to Komet Hockey on WOWO.
When was the last time your family visited Richard's Restaurants? Richard's Restaurants have been serving home-style meals like Grandma made for over 50 years. Wholesome meal choices for my family, prepared from fresh ingredients. I appreciate the love they put into every meal. My kids love the home-baked desserts prepared in the Richard's Farm Kitchen. Richard's Restaurants, old-fashioned in a good way. Richard's Restaurants.
You're listening to Komet Hockey.
10:44 to go in the first. Komets trail 1-0 here in game number 3. This best-of-7 games series is tied at 1. Jason Binkley on the near side. Coming in the corner. Here's a shot. That's going to be taken away. And Hilbrick will lead the break for the Walleye. On the far side, it'll come across. Embach with a shot. Save made by Hauser, and that'll get the screen.
Hauser standing up out the top of the crease, makes the save with the deflection up into the screen. Faceoff will stay in the Komet zone. Toledo quickly breaks out of their zone, though. They like to take the shot from the angles, wait for the rebounds. Faceoff stays in the Komet zone, 10:25.
To the left of Hauser. And it's Marco Waugh on the drop. Waugh and Jenks. And coming into the corner, it's Leonard. He lost it up along the far side. Now it comes up to the blue line. The Walleye will keep it in. Now up along the near side. Back behind the net here is Leonard with it. Leonard gives it a look. Circles around, gonna go over onto the far side. Here's Bobby Shea. Shea leading it for the Komets. He'll come across the line, dangles around, trying to get around Denis. Got it caught up in his skates. On the far side, zone will be cleared, and here is Leonard. Gonna go off the wall here on the near side. Bobby Shea returns it to Leonard. And now down the middle of the ice, off the stick of Martineau. Going down to the Walleye zone, stopped by Nagel. He got it caught up into the skates of Martineau. Gonna come up to the blue line. Leonard reaching out, couldn't keep it in. Bobby Shea will drift back into his own zone. And Shea will give it up to Lowney. Back over to Shea here on the right side. Now Lowney again with it. Picks it up. Cross-ice pass. It's Bobby Shea. Pushes it in. That's going to be deflected off the stick of Obukowski and out of play. We have got 9:29 to go in the first. 1-0 Toledo. We'll be back. You're listening to Comet Hockey on WoWo.
On the ice, on the court, or on the field, the Orthopedic Hospital and Fort Wayne Orthopedics are there to provide complete orthopedic care for injured athletes or weekend warriors. Fort Wayne Orthopedics and the Orthopedic Hospital of Lutheran Health Network, official sports medicine provider for the Komets, and an integral part of Fort Wayne sports for over 20 years. Go where the pros go. The Orthopedic Hospital and Fort Wayne Orthopedics are a dedicated team of sports medicine specialists, licensed trainers, and therapists, specially trained to keep you in the game.
Ready for a new apartment? You don't have to look far. St. Joe Place has everything you could ever want in an apartment complex. Internet, cable, washer, and dryer. It's all included in your monthly rent. There's also a basketball court, an outdoor grilling area, pool and hot tub, and the list goes on and on. St. Joe Place is leasing 2- and 4-bedroom apartments and now offering 3 bedrooms. Living at St. Joe Place Apartments, you'll quickly realize how great the staff and apartments really are. Call 444-3000 or visit stjoeplace.com. This is Comet Hockey.
Coming out of the timeout, the Komets are down 1-0. The Walleye's goal came from Dylan Sadaway off a deflection off of a Komet skate. So the Walleye get a lucky one to start things off. Long way to go. 9:29 to go. Yet to go here in the first. Face off to left, Pat Nagel, Shane Albarani, Robbie Irons here tonight. The Komets finally return home after being away for the last 5 games in the playoffs. 3 games in Cincinnati and 2 in Toledo. And here's Ryan Lowney going to rip it off the boards, down deep into the Toledo zone, back behind the net. It is Jamie Shasman in the corner, centering play, in front. Oh, he had Marco Wall alone.
Through his feet.
And now Waugh gets his stick ripped from his hands. No call, coming down into the corner. Going to go down low into the corner. And now it is Shafsma. Back down low, it is Maggio. Maggio gets stood up on the play, now back out in front. The puck was tipped. And now the Walleye, it's Tyler Barnes on the far side. Gets it out, cross-ice pass into the Komet zone. Komets are back on D. They'll pick up the puck now down the middle of the ice off the stick of Waugh. Going to come down low into the corner. And now it's Tansey. Going to flip it forward and now down into the Komet zone. Well, the Komets getting chances on Nagel. He's leaving rebounds, but it looks like we're almost getting too deep.
Well, right now, Toledo's got their centerman in deep on their defenseman to help out. So you're really not playing against 2 defensemen. You're playing against 3. Then their forwards are worrying about the point men. So they got 3 guys in around that goal net help Nagel on the rebounds and letting him see the first shot.
Face-off will be just outside of the Toledo blue line. Near side face-off dots. Dennis Kravchenko and Christian Hilbrick. Hilbrick wins the drop cleanly. Going back to Wilson. Far side McCarron. He'll bank it off the wall. That's going to slide into the Komet zone. And that'll be an icing.
Yeah, they're playing a typical road game right now, Toledo. Play defensive hockey first, sit back and wait for the breaks. If we get them, we'll get the lead. If not, we'll just sit back and dump it out, play defense, don't let them score, and we'll worry about the third period when it comes up. So they're playing a good game right now. The Komets are playing well. They're forcing the play.
Face off to the right of Nagel, and it's Kravchenko and Hilbrick again. Far face-off dot here in the Toledo zone. Komets win the face-off. Here's a shot that's deflected into the corner. McCarron going to come up along the near side. Going to bank it off the glass. Knocked down by Szydlowski to the blue line. Szydlowski got it taken away. You've got a penalty called. Here's a shot. Again. Save made by Nagel. He'll drop to his knees. Whistle blown, but it's another power play for the Komets.
It'll be a hooking call as Szydlowski knocked the puck down at the blue line. It was a flip pass trying to get out of the zone. Szydlowski made a nice play as he headed towards the net. He got yanked. That drew the hooking penalty. Then Kravchenko, pretty good shot on goal, was up high, but Nagel's made the save. No rebound on it. Komets power play, second of the game.
And it's Crisp going into the box. Hooking is the call. Power play time for the Komets. Komets out shooting Toledo 11-3 here in the first period. And Toledo, they've got the lead at 1-0. Face off to the left of Nagel, and it's going to be Martineau on the drop.
Had a good power play last time they had one, about 3 shots off it, so good possession. Make it happen again, guys.
Martineau and Jenks, and now Jenks to get kicked out again. He's giving the linesman an earful.
He's get kicked out about
it's about his third time.
Every five, yeah.
And here's Mike Embach. He'll take it now for Toledo. Going to come up to the blue line. And it's Kulkin ranging over to the far side. Back up Kulkin. Here's a blast, and that is going to go wide. Desjardins picks up the rebound. It goes along the far side. It's Marco Waugh up top. Kulkin again ranging to his right. It's going to be Martineau. Cross ice pass, tipped, and that is going to get out. Embach got a piece of it. And now Martineau quickly into the offensive zone. Coming into the corner. And Schmidt rides Desjardins into the boards. Puck comes right out in front, and the Walleye will clear the zone. Puck will be stopped by Hauser. Komets a little tardy getting off the bench for a line change. And now they'll pick it up back behind the nets. It's going to be Bobby Shea with it. Still 1:10 to go on the power play. They'll bring it across the line. It is Garrett Thompson. Spins it off the boards. Going to come down low. Here is Obukowski, and the Walleye will clear the zone yet again.
Komets not getting possession in the Toledo zone. Dumping it in, can't get to it.
Shea will pick it up. Going to go down on the far side. Garrett Thompson. He ran into a wall, but it's going to go to Maggio. Maggio on the far side. He stick handles around the face-off. Nothing there, and now back the other direction. It's Borkowski across the line. Coming up along the near side, looking for someone to give it to. He has got Denis up along the far side. Here's a shot. It's blocked by Kravchenko. Still got 39 seconds to go in the power play.
One good rush. Let's make it happen.
Now Martineau with the puck. Komets trying to get a line change as Martineau goes back behind the net.
Fresh guys on the ice now.
Martineau gets to his own blue line. Now negotiates through the neutral zone. Comes across the line. Dishes off Sean Szydlowski. It's going to go to Kulkin. Kulkin with a shot. That's blocked. Now back over onto the far side. Komets with it. It's Waugh. Waugh to Kulkin at the blue line. Here's a shot deflected again into the corner. Jamie Shafsma picks it up on the far side. It's Marco Waugh. Waugh feeds it upstairs. Now it's Martineau, right side. Rolled off of his stick, and Hilbrick will get to it. He'll clear the zone.
That'll do it. 5-on-5.
So, Komets, 2 power plays tonight, nothing to show for it. And now up along the far side, it is Baptista. He'll bring it forward. Here's a shot. Nagel the save, and he will fish it right into his glove and gets a whistle.
Face-off will stay in the Toledo zone right now. Komets only 2 shots on goal on that power play. Nagel's handled them pretty well. Good job by Toledo killing it off.
Face-off will be to the right of Nagel. 6:15 to go in the first. 1-0 Toledo.
Jinx in there again. Oh, this time Baptista gets kicked out.
Down to Desjardins will come in. And along the far side, Wilson will get it in the corner. McCarron goes back behind his goaltender, Pat Nagel. McCarron will come into the corner, back up along the far side. And now Wilson again gives it a look, moves it ahead. It's intercepted by Tynaulin. Now it's batted back along the far side into the neutral zone. We got to fight for it. And Desjardins will get to it, tripped up on the play. Comet fans want a penalty. Nothing there. McCarron comes up along the near side. And it's Borkowski dropping it over to McCarron back on the far side. And we're going to come forward to the Komet blue line and pushed in by Jenks. And now into the corner. Binkley up along the near side. Here is Desjardins. Sends it over across ice. Intercepted. Brassard brings it across. Here's his shot. It's deflected. And it goes into the corner. Now it's loose. Up top, Schmidt slides it over to Tansey. Bad pass. Back up along the near side. Tansey gives it a whack. Keeps it in there momentarily. Now it's going to get out. Tynaulin chasing after it. And now Schmidt, he will get to it first. Plays it up along the far side. And it's going to get out. Komets get it back. Cody Soul back into his own zone. It's Ryan Lowney. Lowney pushes it off the wall. Kravchenko tries to go forward with it. It is blocked on it down, but now Garrett Thompson with it. He's up along the far side. Sean Szydlowski is there. Komets are now offsides, and now they're going to get it back, and now they come it back legally up along the far side. Going to come down to Pat Nagel. He'll cover it up and get a whistle.
Yeah, under 5 minutes, 4:52 to go. Komets still trying to press, but Toledo defensively just stymieing him right now. It's not really a good quality shot other than about 2 early in the period.
Face off to the right of Pat Nagel. Still in the first period. 4:52 to go. Kravchenko on the face-off. Tied up on the dot. Now goes the far side to Szydlowski. Szydlowski, here's a shot. Save made by Nagel.
Szydlowski, a nice little spin move off the boards, got away from the defense and threw a little flip past the tops at the top of the circle. One-timer right on the net. Nagels makes the save.
Face off to the right of Nagel. Komets need to get a little more traffic in front of Nagel. He'll catch that one every time.
Yeah, we need something exciting to happen. Get the crowd back in the game right now. A little quiet in here.
Borkowski and Baptista on the face-off. Far face-off dot. And here's the puck drop. Kicked into the corner. And it's Tansey. He covers up on the near side over to Kyle Bonus. Backhander comes out of the zone and all the way into the Komet end. Here is Baptista up along the far side. He tangles with Borkowski. And now back behind the net. The Walleye have got the puck. It's Bonus. He's got it up along the far side. Now a little give and go into the corner. It is Borkowski dancing around. Going to pump it up top to the blue line. Now Tansey with it. Here's a shot. That's deflected wide. And now back behind the net. They try and center it, and it's going to come all the way out to the neutral zone. Tansey flips it back in. Going to be stopped by Hauser. And Hauser.
Line changed by both teams now.
He will leave it for Kolkin. 4 minutes to go in the first. The Walleye possessed the puck in the neutral zone. Thrown into the Komet zone here on the near side corner, and it's Kolkin. Kolkin in the corner, absorbs a check from Sadaway. Oh, they cut it across the far side. Had a man. Here's a shot. Save made by Hauser. We'll take a break. You're listening to Komet Hockey on WoWo.
This is Scrap Chat with Max Hall, reminding you that while all metal has value, not all metal recyclers value you. At OmniSource, guys like me tell you what your metal's worth and how to make it worth even more the next time. Because we grind up and spit out scrap, not customers. Find freight advice and fair payment at an OmniSource yard near you in the Fort Wayne area. For locations and a list of metals we buy, visit OmniSource.com or call 855-OmniBuy, 855-666-4289.
Komet Hockey is brought to you by Auto Owners Insurance and Gregory Associates in Fort Wayne.
3:44 to go in the first. Komets trail by a goal. Turnover. Here's Sadaway coming in on the goaltender. Hauser makes the save off the rebound.
Yeah, there's a breakaway right there. He breaks in, tries to go to the backhand. Hauser goes across with them, plays the pads down on the ice, makes the save, and then the rebound comes off the backboard, and he's aware of that, grabs onto it, gets the whistle. Here we go, another break again. Toledo just sitting back waiting, and they get the breaks. That's two big ones they've had. Fortunately, they don't score on that one, but they're ahead 1-0 with 3:33 to go in the first period here.
Face-off will be to the left of Hauser. Jenks will take the face-off with Marco Waugh. Up top to the blue line, it is Tansey on the left wing. He's going to flip it in. It is going to come into the corner here in the Komet zone. On the left side, it's McCarron trying to get away from Bobby Shea. Shea rides him in the corner. Puck comes up to the blue line. Here's a shot. Save made by Hauser. And now some extras going on after the whistle. Matter of time with these two teams.
Oh, yeah.
Things start to boil over.
Yep. As you said, they hadn't seen each other since Christmas, but I guarantee it didn't take them long to recognize each other the first game in Toledo. And as we go along the series, everybody will have a favorite that like to pop. So, a little aggressive. Everybody at everybody's face, and that's exactly what you want.
Komets had two power plays here in this first period. Have yet to net a goal. It's still 1-0 Toledo. 3:20 to go in the first. Face off to the right of Hauser, near side face-off circle. And it's going to be A.J. Jenks and Marco Waugh.
Yeah, let's win these draws and get out of our zone.
Make that Martineau in there for the face-off. And now it comes up to the blue line. Pushed around, back behind the net. Here's Jason Binkley. Binkley on the far side. He'll skate with it, banks it off the glass. That's going to get into the Toledo zone. Already Tynaulin trying to catch up to it. Now he lost his stick. Goes up along the far side. Desjardins in there to help out. Jenks is in there as well. McCarron comes away with a loose puck. He'll go back behind the net. Now he will skate with it. He'll grab his own blue line right down the middle of the ice. Flips it forward into the Komet zone. Now McCarron is able to get it deep into the corner. Now pushed up along the near side. Wachowski to the blue line. Here's a shot. Save made. And now Cody Soul on the far side. Desjardins with it. He will find Jason Binkley. Binkley now will go all the way back into his own zone. And he will go back behind the net. Binkley will give it a look. And Binkley finds a man on the far side. Now we come to Garrett Thompson across the line. Thompson leaves it for Kravchenko. Going to come into the corner. Kravchenko back down low. And it's Garrett Thompson trying to get free. Up along the far sides, and he has the puck to the point. And it is Kolkin. Kolkin keeps it down low into the corner. Sean Szydlowski is there. Puts it out in front. Loose puck, scramble for it. And it's Garrett Thompson picking it up. Comes up to the blue line. Kolkin, cross side, Szydlowski. Couldn't flatten it out. Back up along the near side. He'll wheel it around to the other side. And it's going to be Kolkin stepping up. Coming into the corner. Again, back behind the net. Now it's Sean Szydlowski with it on the right side. Up top. Here we come. A shot. Save made by Nagel.
No screen in front. Nagel's able to see it from the point, as that's about all the defenseman for the Komets Lowney could do. Just flip it to the net, get rid of it. Nagels makes the save and holds on. 1:53 to go. First period.
That was
a
whole lot of work for that one shot.
Yeah. Well, it's better working hard at their end and not having to work so hard at our end, because Toledo does get shots on goal when they forecheck.
Face off to the left of Pat Nagel. Marco Juan, Christian Hilbrick. Linesman digs in, waits the drop, and now we go. Back behind that, Tansey. Tansey off the wall to Connor Crisp. Under 2 to go in the first. Cross-ring pass comes into the Komet zone. Here's Bobby Shea with it. Ahead to Marco Wall on the far side. Got his pocket picked by Hilbrick. Hilbrick tries to center it. It's broken up. Now on the far side, it is Maggio. Maggio is able to muscle it over the line into the neutral zone, but the Walleye get the puck back. But now Jamie Schausma. Here's the captain with a wide turn. He'll bring it into the Toledo zone. Outnumbered as he crosses over the line. Coming into the corner. He's ridden off the play by Schmidt. In front of the net, Tansey will take away the pass, and now he banks it off the wall down into the Toledo zone. We have a race for it. No icing. Hauser will pick it up. Scoots it along the wall. Tynaulin can't handle the pass. Now on the far side, it is Desjardins. He will bring it into the Toledo zone. Desjardins got a trailer. Here we come. It's Martineau with a shot.
On the net.
Made.
Good shot.
Rebound. Desjardins. Far side. Back up to the blue line. Intercepted.
Last minute of the period.
And it is Borkowski coming in, taking a shot. It goes back behind the net. Flipped up along the far side, and it's Desjardins again to Martineau. Martineau can't catch up to the pass, and it's going to be batted right back down on Michael Hauser. 44 seconds to go in the first. Komets are down by a goal. Quickly we come back to the neutral zone. The Walleye got it at their own blue line. And now a pass. Binkley got a piece of it, but he can't control it. Back into the Komet zone with 26 seconds to go in the first. On the far side, it's Garrett Thompson pushing it into the Toledo zone. And now Obakowski goes back behind the net. Intercepted in front. Komets almost had a shot. Comes to the blue line. Komets are
offside at the blue line. Pretty close. Linesman right on it. He calls it. Face-off will come outside the Toledo zone with 11 seconds in the first period.
Far face-off, not outside of the Toledo blue line. 11.6 seconds to go in the first. Komets down by 1. And that's Maggio on the face-off. In with Borkowski. Now Borkowski will get kicked out.
Linesmen are terrible. Come on, drop the puck.
Bonus one, I'll take it. He wins it, swipes it back. And now Obakowski will play it all the way into the Komet zone. Back behind the net, it's Hauser. Hauser playing up along the far side. Here's Marco Waugh, jams it off the boards, and that will do it. Done with 20 minutes of play, and much like game 1, it's like, how are we behind in this game?
Yeah. Well, we've outshot them 15-7 in the period. We're down by 1 goal, but Toledo, as I say, play a defensive style of game. They got their forwards in front of the net helping out, making sure the Komets can't get a second chance at it. When the 15 shots go on goal, there are no rebounds, and that's the key to it right there. They pick them up, dump them out, chip them out, get them out. They sit back and wait for the break, which they got at 3:37. Sodaway, a shot, pretty innocent shot, really, just happened to hit a defenseman's skate, go in the net. They got the 1-0 lead, and that's exactly what they were looking for in this first period. So good effort by the Komets. So I thought all 3 lines skated hard, worked hard, and put pressure on the Toledo defense. All 3 lines were good at it.
So we're done with 20 minutes here in Game 3 at the Coliseum. Toledo up 1-0. We will take a break. Big City Cars, big intermission show coming up. You're listening to Komet Hockey on Whoa Whoa.
Hey, Komets fans, put a new truck in your driveway this hockey season. Take a test drive in a Chevy or GMC truck made right here in Northeast Indiana by your friends and neighbors in the UAW. Union members build quality into every full-size pickup that GM Fort Wayne Assembly builds. Union labor has been building trucks in Fort Wayne for over 30 years. Visit your local Chevy or GMC dealer and drive the union-made quality that makes buying a new truck such a great value. GMC and Chevrolet full-size pickup trucks, built by the hardworking men and women of UAW Local 2209. Put union-built quality to work for your family.
Miller Lite is the original light beer, and we'll always brew it to have more taste, with only 96 calories and 3.2 carbs. Because we believe that if you compromise on taste, you can taste the compromise. Miller Lite. Hold true.
Great beer, great responsibility. 2018 Miller Brewing Company, Milwaukee, Wisconsin. Average analysis, 12 fluid ounces. Less than 1 gram protein, 0 grams fat.
The puck has dropped on another Komets season. And what better way to get ready to watch the K's than with a pregame party? Aunt Millie's Buns and Rolls and your party spread will put the biscuit in the basket for your guests. To face off with some great sandwich ideas for your party, visit AuntMillie's.com. Whatever you put inside the sandwich, it's always a winner when you include Aunt Millie's Buns and Rolls. And speaking of winners, go Komets!
In 1916, Auto Owners Insurance teamed up with local independent agents so customers could get fast, friendly, local service.
Bravo!
It worked so well, we decided to keep it that way. And 100 years later, we still do things the same way, by teaming up with local independent agents who deliver quality, personal service.
Thank you.
Some might call that old school. Then again, maybe everything old is new again. Kind of refreshing, isn't it?
For all your insurance needs, visit Jacob Insurance Service.
Life can be
Engle.
unpredictable. 1 minute everything's fine. In the next, you have a kid with a fever and it's already past 5. That's when you need Parkview First Care. We have extended hours, including evenings and weekends, convenient locations, and Parkview Physicians Group providers to make your whole family feel better. When you can't wait to see your doctor, go to the walk-in clinic that's part of the PPG community of care. Parkview First Care. Get in, get better, get going.
Big City Cars on Lima Road.
Vehicles as low as $595. Payments starting at just $79.
Dependable cars on a budget.
Over 20 price under $1,000. If other dealers have turned you down, we go to work when the others say no.
Big City Cars.
Want a bigger deal? Get up to $5,555 more than your car is worth. And as always, if we can't beat the competitor's deal, we'll give you the car for free.
Big City Cars.
See dealer for complete details.
Look at that mouth. That poor, parched mouth. What'd you eat for lunch? Chalk dust? Did your face storm a sandcastle? You're being awfully quiet. Is that because your mouth feels like the business end of a Dremel saw? Is it because your mouth just wrote a haiku and all 17 syllables were dry heaves? Right now, your mouth could be tongue-bathing in the refreshing citrus kick of Mountain Dew. Instead, it feels like you've been motorboating King Tut's sarcophagus. Show some mercy. Crack open an ice-cold Mountain Dew. You know your mouth wants you to. Do the do.
Time now for the Big City Cars Big Intermission Show.
Back live at the Coliseum, Shane Almirani and Robbie Irons here tonight. It is game number 3 of the Central Division Finals. The winner of this series will go on to play for the conference title against either Idaho or Colorado. Colorado has got a 2-0 edge in that series. Game number 4 back here at the Coliseum. That game will be played on Friday night. 8 o'clock is the start time, and it is kids seat free night. Any child under the age of 12 can come see the game for free with a full paid adult ticket price. That is coming up on Friday, and it is courtesy of Aunt Millie's and Lutheran Health Network. So get your tickets at the Coliseum ticket office and get here for game number 4. Now, where the series will be come Friday, nobody knows. We still have 2 more periods yet to play here tonight. Right now, Toledo has got the edge, and they have scored the first goal now in the first 3 games of this series. So this is very reminiscent of what happened on Saturday night, where the Komets came from behind. Actually, they were down by 2 goals, 3-1 at one point, came back and won at 5-3. And this right now is a very similar type hockey game. So the Komets, again, will have to come from behind, down 1-0. Taking a look at what has happened so far tonight. First, our shots on goal being brought to you by Combat Ops Arena, mission-based laser tag, mini bowling, an arcade, and a cafe full of food and beer. Combat Ops Arena in Fort Wayne on Lay Road, just east of Lima. Shots on goal, Toledo had 7 in the first. The Komets had 15 coming out of that first frame. Just 1 goal. It was scored 3 minutes and 37 seconds in. It was Dylan Sadaway, his first of the playoffs, and it was unassisted. And it was just one of those fluky things that Sadaway just kind of threw it in on net. I believe it went off of Ryan Lowney and right into the net behind Michael Hauser. So really this game should be scoreless, but the Walleye get the lucky bounce, and they lead it 1-0. Komets had 2 power plays in that first period, unable to cash in. Komets did not go to the penalty box at all in the first 20 minutes, so Walleye have yet to have a man advantage. Those 2 penalties, first one was a high-sticking minor at 6:59. It was Austin Brassard, and then Connor Crisp hooking at 11:33. Pat Nagel, 15 of 15 in that first period. Michael Hauser, 6 saves on 7 shots. And that is a recap of what has happened so far here tonight in Game 3. We will take a break. You are listening to Komet Hockey on WoWo.
Don't just think of it as half off late night apps at Applebee's. It's half off the after party, half off the first date, half off girls' night. Late night half-priced apps, only at Applebee's. Don't just think of it as half off late night apps at Applebee's. It's half off the after party, half off the first date, half off girls' night. Late night half-priced apps, only at Applebee's.
Keep your staff connected with Motorola two-way radios from ERS OCI Wireless, like the Komets do. ERS OCI Wireless is located on Earth Drive in Fort Wayne. They're a Motorola partner providing wireless voice and data systems to public safety, education, healthcare, and enterprise customers throughout Indiana for the past 68 years. Reach out to ERS OCI Wireless at 260-747-0584. That's 260-747-0584. Or online at www.ers-oci.com.
New year, new ride. It's the Start Something New sales event at Glenbrook Dodge Chrysler Jeep Ram. Huge savings across the board, like save thousands on remaining 2017 Chrysler Pacificas, as well as the brand new 2018s, or score huge bonus cash up to $3,000 off 2017 Journeys, plus huge savings on Challengers, Chargers, and up to $13,000 off select Rams. Oh my! The Start Something New sales event going on now under the giant American flag on Coliseum, or visit us online at glenbrookdodge.com.
Time now for the Big City Cars Big Intermission Show.
Back live at the Coliseum, the first time the Komets have been back here in a couple of weeks. We spent 3 games on the road in Cincinnati, where the Komets wrapped up their first round series in 5 games, and then we had to start the next series on the road last weekend in Toledo. Now, we do know this series will shift back to Toledo. Game 5 is scheduled for the Huntington Center, 7:30 coming up on this Saturday. Taking a look at the Meyer out-of-town scoreboard tonight, only one series that is still going to be in action tonight. That's going to be Colorado at Idaho, and they get going a couple hours from now. The first 2 games of that series, it is the Western Conference or the Mountain Division Finals. Winner of that one will play the winner of this series in the Western Conference Finals. The first game went down to OT, where Colorado won 1-0, and then Colorado went way past the Idaho Steelheads last week. It was 6-2 in game number 2. So Colorado, they have got a 2-0 edge on the Steelheads in that series. Other series going on, the Adirondack Thunder, they are up on the Manchester Monarchs 2-1 in the North Division Finals. Manchester got the first win in the first game, 5-3, and then Adirondack 5-1 and then 5-3. And the way this is kind of goofy. The way it's scheduled in this finals is that Adirondack, they get the first 4 games of this series at home. So 3 games at Adirondack. They'll play tomorrow. Will be game 4 again at Adirondack, and then Manchester only gets 2 games in this series, and then at Adirondack. So it just depends on building availability when you come down this time of year. Adirondack again leads that series 2-1. The Florida Everblades, they have yet to lose a hockey game in these Kelly Cup playoffs. They swept Atlanta 4-0 in their opening round series, and now they are up 2-0 on the Orlando Solar Bears. They got a 4-1 victory in game 1, then a 5-1 win on game 2, and that was played down in Estero, Florida. Now the series will shift to Orlando, to the Amway Center for the next 3, and then game 6 and 7 back in South Florida if needed. And that is a look at the out-of-town scoreboard here tonight. So maybe we'll get an update as that game out in Idaho will start late, a couple hours from now. Don't forget the simple savings you get with Meijer M-Perks digital coupons and rewards. Sign up today at mperks.meijer.com. We will take a break. We're in the middle of the Big City Cars Big Intermission Show. You are listening to Comet Hockey on WOWO.
Are you looking for a great way to entertain family, friends, clients, or employees? Or just treat yourself to a night of entertainment? Luxury suites or club seats at the Memorial Coliseum can be exactly what you're looking for. Whether it's a Fort Wayne Comet hockey game or other sporting event, a concert or family show, suites and club seats at the Coliseum are available on a single event basis. Amazing food and drinks delivered right to your seat. You'll never miss a moment of the action. Call the Premium Seating Office, 260-480-2186, about the suites and club seats at the Memorial Coliseum.
If you're driving down the road and your car dies at the light, you know you've got to make it here, because we can make it right. Bumping, thumping down the road, transmission's about to blow. We're the ones to fix it right. We're the name to know. Russ Moore. Russ Moore Transmissions. We're here to get you going.
If you suspect a transmission problem, come in and talk to the trusted leader in customer service for over 50 years, Russ Moore Transmission.
Russ Moore. Russ Moore Transmissions. We're here to get you going.
Call Russ Moore at 482-9414. We're on Coliseum Boulevard West and in Warsaw. Or visit us at russmore.com.
With 24 locations throughout Indiana, Ruoff Home Mortgage is proud of our hometown Komets and proud of our deep roots. For more than 30 years, our home loan experts have provided thousands of Hoosier families the best personalized mortgage experience. Home ownership begins here. Stop by any of our offices or apply online today at ruoff.com. Ruoff Home Mortgage is licensed by the Indiana DFI, license 109914. This is not an offer, an extension of credit, or commitment to lend. Equal housing lender.
Time now for the Big City Cars Big Intermission Show.
Back live at the Coliseum. It is Game 3 of the Central Division Finals. Shane Albarani and Robbie Irons here tonight. The Walleye, unfortunately, they are up on the Fort Wayne Komets 1-0 as we go to the second frame here tonight. But the Komets came from behind on game number 1 in Toledo, down by 2 goals at one point. Came back and won it 5-3. Now, but here on home ice, the Komets have been excellent against Toledo, winning 4 out of 4 here at the Coliseum. Toledo, they have not been here to the Coliseum since New Year's Eve, when the Komets shut out the Walleye in front of a sold-out crowd. The Komets, of course, getting 3 more wins, including opening night as well, and also a shootout win here at the Coliseum. So the Komets fare very well against the Walleye here on home ice. And don't forget, Game 4 right back here at the Coliseum. 8 o'clock is the start time Again, that is Friday nights, and it is kids seat free night. Any child under the age of 12 can see the game for free with a full paid adult ticket price. And speaking of tickets, season tickets are now on sale. Go to the Coliseum or go to the Comet office, or just go to Komets.com and learn all about the advantages of becoming a Comet season ticket holder. You can also get discounts on your playoff tickets as well coming up for next season. And act now, you can get in on some early bird pricing as well, as Komets hopefully will still be playing a lot more hockey yet this year. 1-0. Toledo has got the lead. We are heading to the second period. We will take a break. You are listening to Comet Hockey on WOWO.
Hi, Comet fans. This is head coach Gary Graham. Everyone at Texas Roadhouse would like to give a big yee-haw to the Komets and their fans for voting Texas Roadhouse as the best steak in Fort Wayne. And as a thank you, just come in and visit Texas Roadhouse on game nights and receive your complimentary blossom when you wear your favorite Comet jersey. Check out the Comet Corner at Texas Roadhouse, home of the fall-off-the-bone ribs and hearty steaks made from scratch sides, fresh baked bread, ice-cold beer, and legendary margaritas. Be there on game days with your favorite K's jersey and receive your free blossom from the Texas Roadhouse. Go Komets.
Daniel Chrysler Dodge Jeep Ram on Illinois Road has added some new members to the team. Introducing the all-new Chrysler Pacifica, the only minivan to win 2017 IIHS Top Safety Pick. Also, now on the starting lineup is the all-newly redesigned Jeep Compass. Capable, modern, and stylish, all wrapped into one. The new scrapper on the team is the all-new Jeep Grand Cherokee Trackhawk. With 707 horsepower, this secret weapon will leave the competition wondering what hit them. Daniel is a proud sponsor of Comet Hockey, and we invite all the fans to come experience the difference in your next car buying experience. See the complete lineup of new Chryslers, Dodges, Jeeps, and Ram trucks, all at O'Daniel on Illinois Road next to Meyer, or online all the time at o'danielauto.com.
The factory outlet sale at the King of Cards Superstore in Fort Wayne is going on now. Instant in-store rebates, manager specials, and other incentives available on nearly every custom golf cart on the showroom floor. King of Cards has a large custom golf car inventory built with pride right here in Fort Wayne. Gas or electric, 4 or 6 seaters, we have them in stock and ready to ride. The King of Cards Golf Car Superstore is located at 1818 Research Drive, Fort Wayne. Take the Lima Road exit 311B off I-69. King of Cards, the destination for custom golf carts in Northeast Indiana.
Comet Hockey is brought to you by Auto Owners Insurance and Insurance and Financial Services in Auburn.
Back live at the Coliseum. We're set to start period number 2. Komets down 1-0. Shane Albarani, Robbie Irons with you here tonight. And Robbie, just again, a situation where not quite understanding why we're down 1-0, but that's the situation.
Well, we said that Toledo is a defensive hockey team, especially on the road. They know how to play a lot of different styles, and they kept their centermen in deep, helping their defense and their goaltender out, picking up the rebounds. As the Komets let shots go from outside, nobody was able to get inside there and get to the rebound, and Nagels was protecting pretty well. So they've got to be able to get those shots. They've got to get the rebounds, and they got to use a little muscle in front of the net to disturb their defense, and that forward in front of the net helping out.
Fresh 20 minutes up on the board, and we are underway. And the Walleye quickly get it into the Comet zone. We start the period off skating 5-on-5. We go back behind Michael Hauser. Pushed up along the far side. It's Dan Maggio. Maggio to skate with it. Sends it forward off the stick of Jamie Schaafsma. Schmidt back into his own zone. Far side to Tanzi. Now it's Jenks. Takes a wide turn. Tries to get around Schaafsma. Wrapped up on the play. Now back over to Leonard. And now it's going to go to Marco Wall. On the right side, it's Maggio. He'll come across the line. He's going to flip it into the corner. Schaafsma gets ridden hard off the play. Puck is down low into the corner. Komets fighting for it. Jenks will get to it. Tries to bank it off the wall, and he does. And all the way down. So the face-off come down into the Toledo zone. Just underway here in the second period. 19:17 to go.
Lines stay the same. Toledo get called for the icing call, so they cannot make the change. So the face-off right in the Comet zone. Looks like Szydlowski's going to take the draw.
It'll be to the left of Pat Nagel. So a little change up at center position here for the Komets. Szydlowski will take it. Going to go on the far side. Kravchenko to Lowney. He goes off the backboard, and it's going to be back to Szydlowski. On the far side, Szydlowski giving it a look, and he'll flip it into the corner. Garrett Thompson goes after it. Him and Tansey come together. Kravchenko comes in to help out, and Thompson comes away with the puck. Ryan Lowney now to the blue line to Colkin. The Komets are going to be called for offsides. Bit of a late whistle there, but I think it was the right call.
Pretty close along the blue line. Linesman from this side makes the call. Faceoff comes outside. Not too much argument by anybody, as the faceoff will come outside the zone. Kravchenko probably had the two best chances in that first period. He had a real good shot from the high slot, then he had a partial breakaway that he got in real tight and couldn't get the puck over Nagel. So they've had some good quality chances. Not a lot.
Kravchenko leads this series in points with 4, 2 goals, 2 assists, all coming in game 1. Komets have got the puck in their own zone. Ryan Lowney up along the far side. Sean Szydlowski moves it out to the center line. Garrett Thompson with it. He will send it forward to Szydlowski. He'll come across the line. Shot blocked. Picks it up, and that goes wide. Back up top of the blue line. Colkin with it again. Coming back below the goal line. Bukowski far side. Feeds it forward. Komets still have it. Back along the near side. It is Desjardins coming into the corner. Going to go back behind the net. Desjardins trying to chase off a check. Comes to Colkin. Now on the left face-off dot, it's Tynaulin. Tynaulin skates around, tries to center it, and it's picked off. Now it's a 3-on-2 for Toledo. They'll bring it forward. Barnes across the line. Gets caught up in the skates of Colkin coming into the corner. Martineau takes his man off the puck. Barnes is in there. Martineau trying to mop up, and he does. Gets it to Tynaulin. Tynaulin goes down up along the far side. He'll bring it forward. Drops it back behind him. Here's a shot. Save made by Nagel, and he'll grab it.
Yeah. Szydlowski, a nice little play to drop the puck right on the blue line. Komet forward, Desjardins followed the play up, picked the puck up, let a quick wrist shot go. Nagels did not get to stirred by the little moves that they made. The shot on goal was saved pretty easily.
Face off to the left of Nagel. Still 1-0 Toledo here in the second.
Szydlowski back on the ice. His line. Thompson back on the ice. Trying to double shift them.
Szydlowski wins it back to Binkley. Binkley with some room. He zips it wide on the near side. Cody Soul picking it up, going back behind the net. In front again. Thompson gets drilled as he tries to connect with the pass. Coming forward, it's Sadaway. He comes all the way into the Komet zone as Cody Soul gets it. Comes up to the blue line. Here's Hilbrick with a shot. That's going to be deflected. Komets gather it up. Going to go off the glass, up along the left side. Turn back the other way. Binkley back at his own blue line. Over to Cody Soul. Now back to Jason Binkley. Binkley will return it to the big defenseman Soul. Up along the left side. He'll get to his own blue line. Through the neutral zone. He'll flip it forward. Shasma will rim it around.
Offside, they call it.
Yeah, Shasma cut in front of Soul there. So
yeah, I think Shasma picked the puck up. He was in the right place, but over the far side there, Maggio jumped the blue line trying to get in quickly. Face-off comes outside.
Now they're going to send it to center ice.
Line change for both teams.
17-13 to go in the second. Komets out shooting Toledo 16-7.
Baptiste at center for the Komets. Maggio and Shasma.
Baptiste and Jenks. And it's going to come into the Toledo zone. Bukowski now moves it ahead off the stick of Brassard into the Komet zone. Baptiste is there, back behind the net. Far side to Maggio. Maggio let it go. It's Bobby Shea now to Baptista. Baptista into the neutral zone. Veers to his left, comes across the line, takes a shot. Save made by Nagel. Back up along the near side. Coming out, Brassard will get the puck, but Maggio will poke it aside. And now tied up along the near side. Brassard has got it. Will bring it into the Komet zone. Nothing there. Bobby Shea goes up along the far side now. Moves it ahead. Intercepted by a bonus to Jenks at the blue line. Jenks will take a shot. That's blocked. And now it's Schmidt coming into the corner. Back up top of the blue line. Schmidt with a drive. A save made. Rebound. And it's loose now. It's in the back of the net, and they score.
Yeah. Hauser got a piece of it, but there's a little bit of bumping and banging in front of the net. The puck popped loose. The bouncing puck was bouncing around. Toledo got a piece of it, and we're able to whack it in the net before anybody could clear it. They go ahead 2-0. Toledo.
Couple of bad bounces here tonight, and Toledo's up 2-0. 16:23 to go in the second.
It's at 3:37 in the first period. They scored at 3:37. So they're ahead 2-0. 2 breaks, both coming at 3:37 of their periods.
And they give the goal to Mbach as the puck comes into the Toledo zone. Here's Desjardins in the corner. Now it's Tynaulin going back behind the net. He battles, and it's Martineau going to go back behind the net. Here's Tynaulin with it. Tynaulin taking a shot and angled the save. Back behind the net. Played up along the near side. Mbach lost it, and now it will come off the glass and into the Komet zone. Up along the near side. It is Bonus. Bonus in the corner. Gets chopped at. Komets pick it up. Colkin with it. And now Colkin to Desjardins. Desjardins will come across the line on the right side, flips it forward. Desjardins coming in front, tried to tuck it home, and he left it right out in front. Nagel makes the easy grab.
And Desjardins tried to cut to the front of the net, but the defense cut him off, forced him to take the shot from the bad angle. Nagel just held his own, got the pad down, was able to grab the rebound as Toledo defense just rode him right to the side of the net.
Komets out shooting Toledo 18-8 right now, and down 2-0. To the left of Nagel.
Win the draw, guys. Get her back.
And it's Szydlowski on the face-off with Hilbrick.
Another shift for Szydlowski's line. They're double shifting them, trying to get as much ice time out of Szydlowski as they can right now.
Back behind the nets. And it's going to be pushed up along the wall. Cody Soul with it to Kravchenko coming into the Komets, the Toledo zone. Far side up top. Binkley will take a shot off the end boards, and trapping it is Pat Nagel.
Thompson trying to get the puck come off the backboards, but again, the defense right there gives Nagel a chance. That's all he needs is a split second to be able to get that glove out, get it down, and get the whistle. As Thompson trying to use his size to muscle himself into position. Line Chen, Komets again.
Face off to the left of Nagel. 15:25 to go in the second.
Waugh out there to take the draw.
And it's tied up on the circle. Jamie Schausman to the blue line. Bobby Shea with a shot. It's tipped. Comes in front of the net. It's loose.
Puck.
And it's knocked away up top of the blue line. It is Shea. Let it get out of the line, over the line. And the Komets are offsides. Toledo with the puck in their own zone. Tansey with it. Tansey on the far side. He flips it in. Going to come on the near side corner. And it's Broussard going back behind the net. They try and center it. Jenks had a chance. Now back. His shot goes wide on the near side. It's Schaafsma. Lost it. Now on the near side again. They try and center it in front. Here's a shot by Broussard. A blast goes high. And on the far boards, it's Dan Maggio with it. Maggio on the right side. He lumbers forward. Going to throw it over to Waugh. Waugh gets tangled up with Schmidt. Going to come back behind the net. And now all the way forward. Knocked down at the red line by Shea. All the way back in his own blue line. Shea drifts backwards. Going to give it to Tynaulin. And Tynaulin off the boards and back into the Toledo zone. And that
waved off.
No icing. Tansey lost an edge, lost the puck, going back behind the net. Komets have got it. It is Desjardins coming down low into the corner. He gets tangled up. Now comes up to the far side to Martineau. Martineau, top of the circle, trying to get around Bonus. Going to come into the corner. Got some room. Martineau trying to wrap it around. Here's a shot and a save made. Back on the near side. Back behind the net. Now it again. Up top. Martineau, far side. Here's a blast. That's tipped.
Blocked in front.
And that's going to come up along the near side. That caught Desjardins. He is down.
Yeah.
And the whistle will blow. Now let's see where that got Desjardins.
He got tangled up with the defenseman, and they got the blunt of the shot that they let go from the side, that Lowney let go. And he's down on one knee, getting up now with the blunt of that shot. And
he'll be all right.
Yep. So
Trainer
Komets with a little pressure there. Toledo defenseman had fallen behind the net. Komets jumped on it very quickly, but just couldn't get the clean shot on net.
So the Komets down 2-0, 13:52 to go in the second, and the Komets are about to get their 20th shot on net. Toledo's yet to get into double digits. Kravchenko and Hilbrick on the face-off. And the puck into the neutral zone. Cody Soul. Binkley will bring it in. He sandwiches as he crosses over the blue line. Playing a plate up along the near side. Coming up to the blind again. Here's a shot. Save made by Nagel. Steers it into the corner. Now here's Sean Szydlowski. Cross rig pass. Binkley. Binkley over to Cody Soul. Soul looking for a spot. Takes it. It's going to be blocked. Back on the near side. Kravchenko wheels it around. And Binkley in the corner. Back behind the net. It is Garrett Thompson. Far side. Another shot. That is tipped wide again. Back behind the net. Played up along the near side. Chopped out to the blue line. Here's a blast. Score!
There we go.
Cody Soul!
Well, Cole's caught it, and I think somebody might have got a stick on it. As we'll see if he did get the stick on it. Definitely changed directions on Nagel. But good forechecking by the Komets. They dig it out, get it back to the point. Cody Soul, a good shot down low. It may have gone in, may have been deflected. We'll have to see. They're on the board.
21st shot of the game goes in for the Fort Wayne Komets. And right now, Cody Soul getting credit for the goal. And it's 2-1.
Coming at 6:43 of the second period. Komets get on the board with their 21st shot.
Cuts the lead in half.
That gets the crowd back into a bit. A little stirring around now.
I think it may have been Kravchenko. We see him in front there. He may have redirected it. We'll see what it is, but Komets get on the board. It's 2-1. And they do give it to Cody Soul. Puck goes back behind the net here in the Komet zone. Gotta take advantage of this momentum up along the left side. It is Maggio trying to get to it. Now it's going to be dumped back into the Komet zone. Stopping it is Hauser. Hauser back behind the net. Plays it up along the glass. Jenks will stop it. Coming into the corner. Back out in front. Maggio takes the puck away. Maggio plays it off the boards on the near side. Now it's going to be to Bobby Shea. Comes across the line. Komets will push it in. They'll get a line change. Snagel will stop the puck. Broussard for the Walleye on the near side. Takes a bump from behind from Desjardins. And now it is going to be Desjardins getting it back. Martineau right side over to Desjardins. He's locked up on the play. Drops it back. Tynaulin turns
right
to Nagel inside out, but it goes in between his pads.
There's going to be a penalty called on it. Slashing against Toledo, I believe. Komets again forechecking, got Toledo defense in trouble, stole the puck, made a couple little backhand pass, and it got Maggio right in tight. He couldn't get the shot on net. He was slashed and hooked.
And Barnes is heading to the box. Third power play of the game. Great passing play by the Komets.
Tynaulin, was it Tynaulin got
it
right
was
in
Tynaulin.
tight, yeah. He just couldn't get the handle on it and couldn't get his stick out from being hooked and slashed. And Komets power play time.
Third one of the game for the Komets. And the face-off to the right of Nagel.
Soul gets the second goal. Szydlowski gets the assist. Power play Komets.
Face-off is won by the Walleye. Sent all the way down into the Komet zone. Here's Bobby Shea. Back behind the net. Shea will get to his own blue line. Now it's Garrett Thompson. He'll drop back into his own zone. Komets trying to get set up here on the power play. Thompson down the left side. Zips it into the Toledo zone. Back behind the net. Here's Nagel. Plays it up along the far side. Komets with it up to the blue line. Nobody home. All the way down to Hauser. Bobby Shea with it. Shea gives it to Desjardins. He goes down the center ice logo, flips it forward. Now it comes out in front of Nagel. Komets couldn't get to it. Now Desjardins hold down on the play on the near side. Marco Waugh coming into the corner. And now Jamie Shamsma trying to get to it. Waugh is there. Now Jenks will get it. He'll backhand it out of the zone. 1 minute has expired here in the power play. And it's Culkin with it. Takes a wide turn. And he'll come along the right side. Going to flip it into the Toledo zone. Back behind the net. Denny plays it around over the stick of Culkin. Komets got to get on sides. Garrett Thompson drops it back to Culkin. He'll come across the line. He is outnumbered, but he's able to dish it over to Waugh. Waugh goes hard off the glass, coming down into the corner. Thompson pushes it around. Sean Szydlowski trying to step up and keep it in. Lost it. Jenks will grab the puck. And now he's outnumbered. Coming into the neutral zone. He'll flip it into the Komet zone. Walleye will get a change. We're down to 24 seconds to go on the power play. Komets still without a shot on goal. Culkin with the puck. Back up along the right side. He'll carry it across the line. Gonna come into the corner. Kravchenko comes in to help him out. Now the Walleye again will clear the zone. That is gonna get into the Komet bench. 9 seconds to go on the power play, and the Komets have not got a puck on Pat Nagel this entire time.
Still 9 seconds on power play, but it's not going to do much. The faceoff is in Toledo zone, so let's get it clean. See if we get a shot off it. Toledo tightening up very tight right now with the shorthanded disadvantage.
Face off to the left of Nagel, and it's Baptista on the drop. Cody Stoll back at the blue line. Jason Binkley sneaks in right above the dot. And now it is going to be tied up in the circle. Pumped off the wall and again into the Komet bench. Takes Cody a couple seconds off. We got 4 seconds left on the power play.
Yeah, Cody Stoll standing up in that blue line trying to knock it down. He deflected it, but it went into the bench. Face-off will come outside the zone. 4 seconds, power play.
Baptista will take the draw. And it goes along the far side, and it's going to be sent down to Hauser. He will stop it. And Hauser gives it up to Cody Stoll. Stoll up along the far side. Power play over. And now all the way into the neutral zone. Komets couldn't enter the Toledo end. Now here's a shot by Bonus, and it's going to be deflected. Back along the far side, it is Tynaulin. Couldn't get to it. Now it's again tied up. Baptista in there. Goes to Binkley. Binkley to skate with it. And Skankley, and he will stick it into the Toledo zone up along the left side. And now back into the neutral zone. Colkin will find Baptista. Komets are offsides.
Delay offside.
Yep, was tangled up behind the play. Now the Komets got to get reset. Cody Stoll back over onto the far boards. Banks it off the wall. Here's Tynaulin to Baptista coming across the line. Baptista got a man over. It was Sean Szydlowski. Szydlowski in the corner. Backhand up along the far side. Kravchenko stepping up. Keeps it down low into the corner. Tries to put it out in front. Bouncing puck rolling around. It goes to Schmidt. And Schmidt will feed it forward. Had a man getting behind the D with Sadaway. He's got it. Look out. They got a man in front. It's kicked out of there by Hauser. They still got a man. Here's a shot. Save made. And the Komets coming up with it. Hauser with a couple nice ones. Left side, Kravchenko into the Toledo zone. Here is Desjardins going down low.
To the net.
Getting pushed off the play, goes down. Colkin up along the left side, gets it deep into the corner. And now out in front, here's a one-timer. Kravchenko nothing there, and back the other way is Embach. Embach plays it ahead and back into the Komet zone. Bouncing puck going to come into the corner. And it's Sadaway up along the near side. It's Ryan Lowney. Gets it to the blue line. Lowney back with it in his own zone. Over onto the far side. Going to come off the wall. Kravchenko. He'll find Garrett Thompson. Going to come off the left side boards. And now the Walleye send it right back down. Back into the Komet zone, right side. They got a man in front. Here's a backhander, goes wide. Back behind the net. It's Brassard and Shafsma.
His arm around him.
Komets come up with it here on the near side. Now a turnaround shot by McCarron, and the Komets have got it. Back the other way, Jamie Shafsma. Shafsma will dangle into the Toledo zone. Puts it up along the near far side wall, and it's Marco Waugh back behind the net. Garrett Thompson now. He fights for it up along the far side. Over. Shea with a blast. Score!
Bobby Shea. And that may have been deflected in front, too. He had two Komets in front of the net. As they dug it out of the corner, they got it back to Bobby Shea, who was right in the center of the ice at the blue line. Let fly. And it hits up, redirected. Komets tie it up.
7:58 to go in the second. We are knotted up at 2 goals apiece here in Game 3. We'll take a break. You're listening to Komet Hockey on WOWO.
Trust the doctors at IPFW Athletics and the Fort Wayne Komets Trust. Aaron Chiropractic is well known for providing quality yet cost-effective care for sports injuries, muscle, and joint problems. They're one of the only clinics in the region to provide its patients with pain relief utilizing numerous therapies, including acupuncture, massage, and rehabilitation. Aaron Chiropractic is conveniently located in Northeast Fort Wayne. Find us on the web at aaronchiro.com or call 492-8811 to schedule an appointment.
Komet Hockey is brought to you by Auto Owners Insurance and Jacob Insurance Service in Angola.
We're tied at 2 here at the Coliseum. Bobby Shea, second of the playoffs. Komets now have got the momentum as Walleye had the lead at 2-0 at one point. Now we're tied up at 2. Far side, Sean Szydlowski through the neutral zone. Kravchenko on the left side. Kravchenko Enters the Toledo zone. Backhander on net. It is loose in front. Oh, it just goes wide. Szydlowski with a chance. And now the Walleye send it back forward into the Komet zone. And that's going to be an icing.
Good play. Shasma gets one assist. Shea gets a goal, his second of the playoff. And there was another assist we'll have to hear from.
6:55 to go in the second period, tied at 2.
Both goals coming from the point. Cody Soul getting one from a shot from the point. Looked like it was redirected. Bobby Shea, that one from the point. So that'll open it up a bit. Defensively, Toledo's going to have to come out a little bit, which will give us some chances in front of the net for the forwards.
Face off to the left of Nagel. Sean Szydlowski in the drop. And up top of the blue line, Jason Binkley, Cody Soul, top of the circle. His shot steered into the corner by Nagel. Back on the far side, it is Desjardins. Gets it tangled up, top of the circle. It's crisp, can't clear it. Now it comes out, picked up in the blue line by the Komets. Szydlowski, backhander, and into the corner, Kravchenko back behind the net. Here's Desjardins, tries to put it into the corner. Now it's going to be pushed up along the near side wall, and now Toledo trying to come on the attack, but a nice job by Soul. Coming up along the far side, now to Soul with it. He'll come across the line. Here's a shot that is blocked, and back the other way. Walleye off the wall and into the Komet zone. That means an icing, and we will take another break. You're listening to Komet Hockey on WOWO.
Ooh la la.
Ooh la la. Ooh la la.
What's got everyone so worked up, you ask? It's the taste of bold, decadent espresso, paired with a sumptuous layer of freshly steamed milk in flavors like vanilla, caramel, and mocha.
Ooh la la.
You can say that again. New handcrafted lattes starting at just $2.29 have arrived at your neighborhood Tim's. Taste the ooh la la side of Tim Hortons. At participating U.S. restaurants, price and participation may vary by region.
And now, back to Komet Hockey.
Komets have got the momentum here at the Coliseum. We are tied at 2. Out shooting Toledo 25-12 here tonight. Komets with the puck. Here's Kulkin in the Toledo zone. On the left side, in front, it's tipped. Kicked out of there by Nagel. Jenks picks it up. And Jenks on the far side. His pass forward going to be blocked, but Sadaway gets a hold of it. And again, this all the way down. This should be an icing.
Again.
So now that's 3 icings that the Walleye have been called for, and the Komets have got them running around their own end.
Well, exactly. They've got them running around because of the forechecking and the speed and the hustle by the Komet forwards. All 3 lines going hard at them and really create Toledo a lot of problems trying to clear the zone. The only thing they can do is dump it out. Keep after him, guys.
Face off to the left of Nagel. Baptista on the face-off, goes on the far side. Bukowski will get rid of it. Bouncing puck into the Komet zone. Bobby Shea off the wall. And now Mason Baptista on the right side. He tangles with Jenks, but the puck is still going to find its way into the Toledo end. Back up along the near side, and it is going to be Bonus. Bonus moves it ahead, and now back into the Komet zone. Here's a shot. Save made by Hauser. He will make the stop.
Nice save. They got the shot. The puck was bouncing around in front of the Komet defense. Soul, he took a whack at it, ended up on a Toledo stick. Quick shot. Hauser, nice save.
And that'll get us down to another timeout. We'll take a break. You're listening to Komet Hockey on WOWO.
If you're searching for premium temporary housing, we have the affordable alternative to a short-term or long-term hotel. Are you a family or traveling business salesperson relocating to Fort Wayne? Experience premium temporary living with Corporate Housing Systems. Serving Indiana and Ohio for over 30 years, we strive to offer exceptional service and value for all of our guests. Feel at home with Corporate Housing Systems. Visit www.corporatehousingsystems.com or call 888-544-5454 today.
In 1916, Auto Owners Insurance teamed up with local independent agents so customers could get fast, friendly, local service. It worked so well, we decided to keep it that way. And 100 years later, we still do things the same way by teaming up with local independent agents who deliver quality, personal service.
Thank you.
Some might call that old school. Then again, maybe everything old is new again. Kind of refreshing, isn't it?
For all your insurance needs, visit Jacob Insurance Service in Angola. You're listening to Komet Hockey.
5:19 to go in the second period, and the Komets now have got the momentum. Down 2-0. Now they've come even 2-2 here in the second period.
Face off in the Komet zone right now. Waugh will take the draw.
Waugh and Jenks on the drop. And Jenks wins it cleanly to the blue line. Then he fumbled it for a moment, is able to get it deep into the corner. Now they put it out in front, bouncing puck. Mbach comes away with it, coming into the corner. He gets tangled up with Cody Soul. Now on the far side, that'll get loose. Cody Soul rumbles forward with it. He'll get to it. He'll come across the line. Cody Soul with a shot. It's going to be deflected. Now he tries to put it out in front. Soul still with it. Coming up to the blue line, it is Desjardins. Desjardins hangs onto it. Now over to Cody Soul, working as a forward. Here's a shot and a save made. Cody Soul might be switching positions.
Well, his hustle broke out of the zone as Desjardins made a nice play on the boards. He pinched the defenseman for Toledo against the boards, then whacked it off the boards, got it down the ice, and then Cody Soul, his speed, got possession in the Toledo zone, and a shot on goal.
Face off to the left of Pat Nagel. Komets 27 shots on goal. The Walleye with 13.
Szydlowski in for the draw.
And it is going to go back behind that. McCarron with the puck. To Barnes. His pass intercepted. Szydlowski with it. Comes across the line. Gets stood up by Barnes as he crosses over. And now the puck is sent forward again. Now into the Komet zone on the right side. And it's Borkowski. And we have got a penalty call. This one's going to go on the Komets. Interference. So the Walleye go on the power play for the first time tonight.
It's at Szydlowski. Interference was away from the play because there was nothing going on around the puck. Szydlowski coming back must have grabbed onto somebody to stop them from getting in the opening. And Szydlowski draws the penalty. The first power play for Toledo tonight.
Komets came into tonight's game the best power play in the ECHL in the Kelly Cup playoffs. But conversely, they are almost dead last in penalty killing efficiency. And it's Sean Szydlowski in the box. So the Walleye with a chance to grab the lead back. Face off to the left of Michael Hauser.
Let's get a short one here, guys. Steal one on him.
Into the corner, it is Binkley. He'll find Desjardins. Desjardins on the far side, plays it off the wall. And that's going to waffle all the way down into the Toledo zone. Nagel will stop it. And Toledo with the puck. On the near side, Brassard. Forward we come. Borkowski into the zone. Brassard back up to the blue line, and it's going to get out of there. Denny fumbled it, and he's got to go back into his own zone. Denny ahead. Borkowski, backhander, coming into the zone, up along the far side, and getting to it is Desjardins. Going back behind the net. He's got some room, takes his time, and now he promptly deposited it into the Toledo zone.
Line change Komets on the fly.
1:16 to go in the power play. 3:46 to go in the period. We're tied at 2. On the far side, it is going to be Hirschbach. He will bring it into the zone. His pass is blocked, but the Walleye still have possession of it. On the far side, coming into the corner, it's going to come up to the blue line. Denny over to Hirschbach on the right side. Got a man tipped by Bobby Shea. Shea on the far side, and it's just going to creep over the line.
Nice effort, Shea.
50 seconds to go on the Toledo power play. And dropping back into a zone is Denny. Now it's McCarron all the way back into a zone. He will skate with it. He'll get to a zone blue line. Going to go right down the center of the ice, and now he's going to flip it in. Back behind the net, into the corner. It's Bobby Shea. He's there, and he sends it down.
Wheels around, just fires it right down the ice. It hit somebody, but got out of the zone.
Tansey going back behind the net with 20 seconds to go on the power play. Tansey to his own blue line, up along the far side. He gets it into Komet territory. Gonna flip it around the boards. Here's Cody Soul with it. Soul going after it. He's still got the puck up along the far side. Backhander out of the zone. 6 seconds to go on the power play. Waugh hits Tansey. Gonna come into the Toledo zone, and that'll do it for the power play as Martineau picks up the puck. Coming into the corner, up along the far side. Martineau still fighting for it with Barnes. Puck comes out loose, and the Walleye get to it first. On the near side, Sean Szydlowski couldn't keep it down there. Now it's going to be pushed back into the Komet zone. And now it's Cody Soul with it. Up along the far side, jabbed at by Szydlowski. That's going to come into the Toledo zone as we come up on 2 minutes to go in the second period, tied at 2. Here's Mike Embach on the right side. Backhander into the Komet zone. Embach gets behind the D. Here's a shot. That goes wide on the far side. Held in. Bukowski cross-rig past Denny. Here's a shot. Save made by Hauser. Couldn't grab it with the glove. Play will continue. Tynaulin to Maggio on the far side, and it's going to get out, and it's going to be Ryan Lowney with it. Lowney comes across the line. Lowney with a backhander. Nagel sticks it into the corner safely. Back onto the far side. Into the corner, it's Embach again with it. He lost the puck. Comes along the far boards, and it's Crisp for Toledo. Crisp will send it in off the wall. Komets bat it right back into the neutral zone. Bouncing puck here up along the near side wall. Komets trying to control it. Turnover coming in on Hauser. Here's a shot. Save made. Hauser. And it's Kolkin on the far side. And it's going to come to the center line. The Komets kick it now back into the Toledo zone. 1:10 to go in the second period. Kolkin up along the left side. Coming into the corner. Kolkin coming up top of the blue line. Tries to feed it over, and it's deflected. And it's going to go all the way into the Komet zone. Leonard going to go off the wall. McCarron has got it right at the Komet blue line. And now it is first back for the Walleye. Over to Schmidt. Schmidt on the right side. Gets it into the Komet zone. Back behind the net. It's Ryan Kolkin. Back on the far side. Long pass is going to go to Desjardins. Got a lead man in front. It's Marco Waugh. He is able to get it to him. Now he's going to try and get it back to Desjardins as he enters the Toledo zone. Desjardins in the corner, in front, coming out to Leonard. Leonard, here's a shot. Deflected, and it goes just wide. Puck. And the puck goes back behind the net. Oh, look at this. Bobby Shea gets shoved right into the back of the net, and that's going to get things started.
Well, they're all skirmishing around right now. Nobody's dropped the gloves or anything, but they're all looking at each other. A lot of linesmen and referee right in the middle of it.
And that was Jared Wilson with a two-handed shove on Bobby Shea.
Well, I think the referee's telling him to go to the bench, so he's either going to get a 2 minutes. He wants him out of the way.
Oh, that's a two-hander. That's a cross-check by Wilson. And Shea goes flying into the net. Upends Pat Nagel. That's dangerous on a couple fronts there.
Yeah.
Sure, the
Komets
Komets
what calls we get off it.
Would like a cross-check, but right now the puck is being placed on the near face-off dot outside of the Toledo blue line. So it looks like a cross-check by Wilson is going to go unpunished. So we'll set up. We'll stay 5-on-5 here with 25 seconds to go in the second.
Yeah. Well, it looked bad because Shea, instead of getting his hands up to be able to protect himself and brace himself, he went face first into the net. So that's what looked bad about it. But no penalties on it. 20 seconds in the period.
Cody Soul goes back behind his goaltender on the far side. Komets get it out. 14 seconds to play. Now the puck is going to be deflected into the seats on the far side here at the Coliseum.
13 seconds left in the period.
2-2 is our score. Shots are 27-14 in favor of the Komets tonight. Here's the puck drop in the neutral zone. Into the Komet zone. It is Binkley. Binkley into the corner, wraps it off the boards. Garrett Thompson gives it a push up along the near side. Komets get loose. Kravchenko coming in. Here's a shot. Save it. Rebound. Oh, they're going to wave it off.
No goal.
They're going to wave it off.
Clock ran out. The light did not go on. The green light is on, indicating that the clock ended. The red light cannot go on. So the light system was the thing that told you to stay there. Kravchenko made a great play, stole it, got his own rebound, backed the puck in. But the red light did not go on. The green one, the clock light, ended the period. Tough break, Komets.
And it was just that close. The Komets chance to get the lead for the first time tonight. Kravchenko beats Pat Nagel, but you are right, Robbie. A split second. The period expired.
Exactly. The Komets outshoot them 13-7 in the period, 28-14 in the game. The key thing is they come back hard after being down 2 goals, and they tie it up. at 6:43. Sol, his second of the series, and Bobby Shea at 12:02 tied it, his second of the series. Both defensemen getting the shots from the point, and a little screen in front. Nagel could not see it. The puck's in the net. So take the shots from the point. Keep shooting, guys. We're coming along.
So we're tied at 2 after 40 minutes to play here in Game 3 at the Coliseum. We'll take a break. Big City Cars, big intermission show coming up. You're listening to Comet Hockey on WoWo.
Fort Wayne's newest Northside Sports Bar is your place to see the big games, including pro and college. Doozy Sports Bar and Grill next to Red River Steakhouse has become a fan favorite to see the best sports events with their incredible food and drink specials and wall-to-wall big flat screen TVs. Open daily 11 to 11 or later for the big games. Doozy's has daily lunch specials and is always the place to come out and watch the games. Doozy's next to Red River Steakhouse, just off I-69 at Coldwater Road in Washington Center.
Steve, you're new, so why don't you start us off?
Oh, okay. Hi, my name is Steve, and I'm a homebody. I went to Partners First Federal Credit Union. Partners First? Yeah, Partners First. They're so convenient with 10 locations in Fort Wayne, Huntington, and Marion. They made it so easy to not only get my hands on the right financing for our new home, they even offered me $400 off closing costs, which was just nuts. Call, click, or stop in for complete details. The $400 off closing costs is a limited time offer. Standard underwriting guidelines along with additional restrictions apply. Partners First Federal Credit Union is an equal housing lender and is federally insured through the NCUA. And MLS number 405819.
MRIs are a valuable diagnostic tool, but they can be costly. The Community Open MRI Group can help. We have the region's lowest in-network insurance rates that are hundreds less than area hospitals. Our MRI is quiet and spacious, eliminating stress and anxiety. Remember, it's your choice where you go for your MRI. Contact the Community Open MRI Group and let us check your benefits first, with 3 convenient locations: Auburn, Decatur, and Fort Wayne.
Don't just think of it as half off late night apps at Applebee's. It's half off the after party, half off the first date, half off girls' night. Late night half-priced apps, only at Applebee's. Don't just think of it as half off late night apps at Applebee's. It's half off the after party, half off the first date, half off girls' night. Late night half-priced apps, only at Applebee's.
On the ice, on the court, or on the field, the Orthopedic Hospital and Fort Wayne Orthopedics are there to provide complete orthopedic care for injured athletes or weekend warriors. Fort Wayne Orthopedics and the Orthopedic Hospital of Lutheran Health Network, official sports medicine provider for the Komets, and an integral part of Fort Wayne sports for over 20 years. Go where the pros go. The Orthopedic Hospital and Fort Wayne Orthopedics are a dedicated team of sports medicine specialists, licensed trainers, and therapists, specially trained to keep you in the game.
Take Midwest Gloves and Gear to work with you by using their full line of work gloves. Midwest Work Line features max performance gloves, PBR, along with a wide variety of Midwest branded gloves for any type of work. Midwest Gloves and Gear prides itself in being the largest manufacturer of American-made work gloves, and Midwest believes in investing in America. And that's why the Work Line features many styles made right here in the USA. For over 50 years, Midwest Gloves and Gear, Chillicothe, Missouri. Time now for the Big City Cars Big Intermission Show.
We are back at the Coliseum. It has been an emotional night for all Komet fans. It has been an up-and-down game. The Komets were down by 2 at one point. Come back, scored 2 in the second, and almost got a third as Dennis Kravchenko came down with the seconds winding down off the clock. He beat Pat Nagel off of a rebound, but the clock expired. We're talking a fraction of a second, but just like Robbie said, it was the correct call. The clock did expire, but just barely. Kravchenko missing his third goal of this series just by a couple of seconds, or actually just 1 second. Taking a look what has happened here tonight. First, our shots on goal being brought to you by Combat Ops Arena, mission-based laser tag, mini bowling and arcade, and a cafe full of food and beer. Combat Ops Arena in Fort Wayne on Lay Road, just east of Lima. Here's the shots on goal. Toledo was 7 in the first, 7 in the second, so they are consistent. 14 is the total for them. The Fort Wayne Komets 15 in the first, 13 in the second, for a 2-period total of 28. Recapping the scoring, Toledo got to the first goal of the game on kind of a fluky one as Dylan Sadaway just threw a puck in on the goaltender, Michael Hauser. It went off a Komet defender and into the net, and just like that, Toledo was up 3 minutes and 37 seconds into the game, and that goal was unassisted. And then the exact same time, 3:37 this time of the second period, Mike Embach, the former Komet, his first of the playoffs, and Bo Schmidt and Jenks with the assist, and it was 2-0 Toledo. Then the comeback was on for the Komets. Cody Soul, his second of the playoffs at 6:43. Sean Szydlowski helped him out, and it was 2-1 Toledo. Komets would tie it up 12:02. Bobby Shea, his second of the playoffs. Tynaulin and a Wall with the assist. Pat Nagel, seen 28 shots, makes 26 saves. Michael Hauser, 12 saves on 14 shots. On the power play tonight, the Komets have had 3 chances, 0 for 3 Toledo. They are 0 of 1. First penalty of the game came to Brassard for Toledo, high-sticking minor at 6:59. Connor Crisp, a hooking minor at 11:33. Then Tyler Barnes went off for slashing in the second period at 7:39. And it wasn't until then the Komets would get their first penalty called against them. Sean Szydlowski interference at 15:28. Komets 2 minutes, 1 infraction. Toledo 6 minutes on 3 infractions. As we get ready for the third period here tonight, we'll take a break. You are listening to Komet Hockey on WoWo.
Big City Cars on Lima Road. Vehicles as low as $595. Payments starting at just $79. Dependable cars on a budget. Over 20 price under $1,000. If other dealers have turned you down, we go to work when the others say no. Big City Cars. Want a bigger deal? Get up to $5,555 more than your car is worth. And as always, if we can't beat the competitor's deal, we'll give you the car for free. Big City Cars. See dealer for complete details.
Hey you, it's your stomach again. I'm here to set things straight. Subway has new signature wraps and they're packed with meat. These things make me full. Full like your voicemail after you win the lottery. Full like a clown car on the way to an oversized shoe convention. Full like the turkey, bacon, and guacamole signature wrap. Loaded with provolone, lettuce, tomatoes, onions, and ranch. Full like I'm gonna be after you get to Subway and eat one. You're welcome. All new Subway signature wraps. Subway, make it what you want.
In 1916, Auto Owners Insurance teamed up with local independent agents so customers could get fast, friendly, local service. It worked so well, we decided to keep it that way. And 100 years later, we still do things the same way by teaming up with local independent agents who deliver quality, personal service.
Thank you.
Some might call that old school. Then again, maybe everything old is new again. Kind of refreshing, isn't it?
For all your insurance needs, visit Jacob Insurance Service in Angola. Time now for the Big City Cars Big Intermission Show.
We are back at the Coliseum here tonight. It is Game 3 of the Central Division Finals. Winner of this series goes on to play the winner of the Mountain Division Finals. That is between Colorado and Idaho. Colorado, of course, the defending Kelly Cup champions. They are leaving the ECHL this year. They're heading to the AHL, so they are trying to defend the Cup. And right now, they're up 2-0 in their series with Idaho. And Game 3 is just underway out in Boise tonight. No score in that one. Next 3 games are at Idaho. And remember, Idaho, they came back. They were down 3-0 to Allen, came back 1-4 straight. So that series long from over. In the other series, in the North Division, we've got Adirondack with two games won, and then Manchester with 1 win. So they're headed to Game 4. That is coming up tomorrow, being played in Glens Falls, New York. 4th straight game being played in Adirondack. So kind of a goofy schedule there. In the South Division, the Florida Everblades, they have yet to lose a game in these playoffs. They swept Atlanta 4-0. Now they're up 2-0 on Orlando. Game number 3 is scheduled tomorrow for Orlando. Next 3 games will be at the Amway Center. As for the schedule here in this series, game number 4 back here at the Coliseum. That is Friday night. 8 o'clock is the start time. And and it is a kid seat free night, so any child under the age of 12 can come see the game for free with a full paid adult ticket price, and that is courtesy of Aunt Millie's and Lutheran Health Network. Friday, 8 o'clock. Don't miss it. Game 4, kids seat free night, and we do know we will have a Game 5, and that's going to be played in Toledo coming up on Saturday. 7:35 is the start time there, and then if needed, Game 6 and 7. Game 6 would be back here at the Coliseum on May 8th, and then Game 7 May 9th at the Huntington Center in Toledo. We have got another tight one here tonight, and it's been tight all the way through this series, which is what we expected. Game 1, 5-3, Komets with the victory there, but the Komets were down 3-1 at one point, came back and won it going away, and then a 2-1 game on Sunday. They give Toledo their first win in the series. That was tight, and we're going to go down to the wire yet again here tonight. We are tied at 2. We all know when the magic happens for this Komet team, it's always in the third period, and we are knotted up at 2. We'll take a break. We're in the middle of the Big City Cars Big Intermission Show. You're listening to Komet Hockey on WOWO.
The destination is yours with Excursions Trailways Motor Coach Company. Excursions Trailways operates trips from Indiana and Ohio to destinations in the continental U.S. and Canada. Excursions is the proud official motor coach provider of the Komets, Tin Caps, IPFW, and St. Francis. They provide excellent customer service and clean, well-maintained coaches with courteous professional drivers. Choose your destination and give Excursions a call at 260-485-6167 or visit them on the web at excursionstrailways.com. Are you looking for a great way to entertain family, friends, clients, or employees? Or just treat yourself to a night of entertainment? Luxury suites or club seats at the Memorial Coliseum can be exactly what you're looking for. Whether it's a Fort Wayne Komet hockey game or other sporting event, a concert or family show, suites and club seats at the Coliseum are available on a single event basis. Amazing food and drinks delivered right to your seat. You'll never miss a moment of the action. Call the Premium Seating Office, 260-480-2186. About the suites and club seats at the Memorial Coliseum.
On the ice, on the court, or on the field, the Orthopedic Hospital and Fort Wayne Orthopedics are there to provide complete orthopedic care for injured athletes or weekend warriors. Fort Wayne Orthopedics and the Orthopedic Hospital of Lutheran Health Network, official sports medicine provider for the Komets and an integral part of Fort Wayne sports for over 20 years. Go where the pros go. The Orthopedic Hospital and Fort Wayne Orthopedics are a dedicated team of sports medicine specialists, licensed trainers, and therapists, specially trained to keep you in the game.
Time now for the Big City Cars Big Intermission Show.
We are back live at the Coliseum. We are tied at 2, heading to the third period here tonight in Game 3 of the Central Division Finals. This series is tied up at 1 game apiece. Komet fans, come celebrate your birthday at the Sport One Parkview Ice House. Packages are offered for skate and bounce parties. Bring the guest of honor, friends, and cake, and let their party team take care of the rest. Schedule your party today at 444-2788. And it's never too late to learn how to skate. The Sport One Parkview Ice House offers programs to ages 3 and up. Visit icesports.com/Fort Wayne to see a list of their upcoming Learn to Skate classes. Register today. And remember, Game 4 coming up here at the Coliseum. 8 o'clock is the start time, and get your tickets at the Coliseum ticket office, or go to the Komet office, or go to Komets.com to get your tickets, and also learn about season tickets for next year. If you act next week, you can get some deep discounts on your upcoming season tickets as well, and get a discounts on next year's playoff tickets as well. So go to Komets.com to learn all about the benefits of becoming a Komet season ticket holder. It will be year number 67 of hockey coming up next October, but hopefully the Komets are going to be playing well into the month of May this year. So get your tickets for game number 4 back here at the Coliseum. 8 o'clock is the start time coming up on Friday night. Komets 2, Toledo 2, but it could have been 3-2 as Dennis Kravchenko beat Pat Nagel right as the period expired. It was a split second, and it was the right call. The referee waved it off as the green light did come on to signal that the time had expired before the red light could come on. So it was a good call, but remember that moment. This game is tight, and the Komets had a chance if they just could have had one more second hint it could be a different game. But the Komets, just like in Game 1, outplaying Toledo. It's 2-2, and those 2 goals were kind of fluky goals, especially that first one. But the Komets trying to get locked back in, out shooting Toledo 2-1 here tonight, 28-14. Those are the shots on goal, as Cody Soul and Bobby Shea, they have got the goals here tonight. Let's take a break. We got the third period coming up for you. You're listening to Komet Hockey on WOWO.
When you set out to find new roads, you can't do it alone. You need a partner on the journey, one you can count on. More and more people are finding themselves in a Chevrolet for the first time and learning that trying something new can be exciting, empowering, downright exhilarating. See for yourself why Chevrolet is the most awarded and fastest growing brand the last 4 years overall.
See your Northeast Indiana and Ohio Chevy dealers.
Based on total aggregate recognized industry awards and retail sales share gains 2014 through 2017.
Ooh la la.
Ooh la la. Ooh la la.
What's got everyone so worked up, you ask? It's the taste of bold, decadent espresso, paired with a sumptuous layer of freshly steamed milk in flavors like vanilla, caramel, and mocha.
Ooh la la.
You can say that again. New handcrafted lattes starting at just $2.29 have arrived at your neighborhood Tim's. Taste the ooh la la side of Tim Hortons. At participating U.S. restaurants, price and participation may vary by region.
Knob Brick Company carries hundreds of styles of brick, literally something for every taste. With the change in the seasons, it's good to know that Knob also offers a wide variety of fireplaces, many of them Heat and Glow's finest, to add style to your home and warm it up on those cold evenings. They can even put a Heat and Glow insert into your existing fireplace to make it more efficient. Be sure to check out their fireplace showroom for some design ideas. Knob Brick is located on Fort Wayne's north side, not far from the Spies Fieldhouse. For a great Heat and Glow fireplace or that perfect brick for your home, see Knob, N-O-B, Knob Brick.
Daniel Chrysler Dodge Jeep Ram on Illinois Road has added some new members to the team. Introducing the all-new Chrysler Pacifica, the only minivan to win 2017 IIHS Top Safety Pick. Also, now on the starting lineup is the all-newly redesigned Jeep Compass. Capable, modern, and stylish, all wrapped into one. The new scrapper on the team is the all-new Jeep Grand Cherokee Trackhawk. With 707 horsepower, this secret weapon will leave the competition wondering what hit them. Daniel is a proud sponsor of Komet Hockey, and we invite all the fans to come experience the difference in your next car buying experience. See the complete lineup of new Chryslers, Dodges, Jeeps, and Ram trucks, all at O'Daniel on Illinois Road next to Meyer, or online all the time at o'danielauto.com.
Time now for the Big City Cars Big Intermission Show.
And we're set to go for the third period here at the Coliseum. We are tied at 2, but the Komets with a chance to get their first lead of the game, and time just ran out on us, Robbie, but Dennis Kravchenko had a chance, but it was the right call.
Well, exactly, and that's what the lighting system is for, and if you wanted to see it work in a perfect situation, unfortunately it went against us, was, of course, when that red light goes on, the green light cannot go on, which the red light, the goal judge controls. The green light is by the clock. When that clock hits 0, that green light goes on and it ends play. Here we go. Start the third. Let's go after him.
Next goal, very important. We're tied at 2. Face off from center ice. Jenks and Kravchenko, and the puck is dropped, and it comes into the Toledo zone. And up along the near side, Komets trying to get it back into the Toledo zone. Nothing there. Bobby Shea, far side. Leonard banks it off the wall, and now it's going to be brought into the Toledo zone. Banked off the glass now. It's going to be sent back to the Komet blue line. Bobby Shea to Kravchenko. Cross-rink pass. Going to find Garrett Thompson. Thompson on the far side. He'll flip it into the Toledo zone. Going to come into the corner. Sean Szydlowski left it behind the net, and it's going to give Obukowski a chance to bring it forward. On the left side, Burschback with it. He'll move it in. Here is Brassard. Going to come down into the corner. Brassard up top to the blue line. That's going to get out of over the line. Offsides for Toledo. Komets will get the puck back. Here's Bobby Shea up along the far side, drops it back. Here's Maggio over. Marco right side. Oh, just goes wide. He had Bobby Shea
was there,
getting down on the back door. And now Bonus coming down. Look out, 2-on-1. Here's a shot save made by Hauser.
Stood his ground, 2-on-1. He could have taken the pass. Instead, he elected to take the shot. Hauser played the shooter, played him perfect, up off the chest and held on. Nice play. Both end-to-end action, both good scoring chances. Goaltenders come up big.
58 seconds into this third period. Both teams with a scoring chance. Face-off to the right of Michael Hauser. And the puck is dropped. We go down below the goal line. It's Lowney over to Desjardins. Desjardins will skate with it. He'll come across the line to Martineau. Martineau with some space. He'll take a shot. It goes wide. Culkin back down low into the corner. Swipes it around the boards. Here's Tynaulin. Lost it to McCarron. Now McCarron puts it out in front of his own goaltender. And Borkowski, he'll pick it up. Back behind the net. Walleye with the puck. They come down the middle of the ice. Angle into their left. It's Kyle Bowness. Bowness will get it into the Komet zone, into the corner. Borkowski gives chase to it. Back behind the net. It's Ryan Lowney with it. Lowney going to come into the corner. We'll give it to Martineau. Martineau got to look out behind him. Got a man on him. He'll drop it back to Lowney. Lowney goes back behind the net. Punches it off the wall and all the way down.
Waved off. No icing. Toledo zone.
Into the Toledo end. It's Tansey. Tansey will put it over onto the far side. And it's Hilbrick. His pass intercepted by Binkley. Binkley on the far side trying to get some room here in the neutral zone. Going to get it back to Cody Soul. Soul goes off the wall. Now it's Kravchenko across the line to Szydlowski. Got a man breaking the net. They put it out in front. It's deflected. Thompson out in front looking for Kravchenko. And it's broken up. Tyler Barnes. Back out to the center line. It's Cody Soul. Jams it right back in. Comes out in front of the net. Oh, it's going to be picked up by Schmidt. Schmidt on the left side will play it down on the near side boards, and now the Walleye get it into the Komet zone. Stopped by Hauser. And Cody Soul rims it around. Here's Chasma off the boards to Maggio. Maggio will come across the line, pushes it off the wall. Again, going to go back below the goal line. And it is Maggio coming up top of the blue line. Bobby Shea turns around, spins around. Now he comes into the corner. Going to go back behind the net. Shea now looking for someone to give it to. Up top, one-timer. Score! There it is. Komets have got the lead.
Maggio, I think, gets it.
Maggio with the deflection. Bobby Shea keeping the puck alive at the blue line. And the Komets burn Pat Nagel for the third time in a row.
And again, Bobby Shea with control of the puck, circled the net, threw a backhand pass right across the ice to Maggio on the far point. A quick shot. Nagel's a little screen, not in position. Underneath the crossbar. Komets go ahead 3-2. Coming at 2:52 of the period. Maggio, I think, gets it.
And we'll see. It was Maggio from the blue line. And I think it actually hit Obakowski in front of the net. Looks like got part of his jersey. So the Komets now up by one. It's Garrett Thompson on the far side looking for more. Here's a shot. That's going to grab the screen. So the Komets get their first lead of the game in the third period. It's 3-2.
And that's Maggio's first goal of the playoffs, so he's on the board as it's his second goal of the playoffs, so he's got two. Soul's got 2 goals, Shea's got 2, Maggio's got 2, all one tonight, which counts big for a 3-2 lead. Crowd's into it now. They're after the goaltender, Nagel.
Face off to the right of Nagel. Up to the blue line, and the Walleye have got the puck. Fed forward, and it's going to be Leonard in the corner. Leonard goes back behind the net. Played up along the near side. Coughed it up. Brassard, nothing there. And Martineau tries to get it out. Can't do it. Played up along the near side to the blue line. Shea will get it forward. And now back in the Toledo zone. Played up along the near side, and it's Jenks. Jenks gets tangled up. And it's tied up here near the Toledo bench. Brassard comes away with the puck. And now Tansey going to play it backwards into his own zone. Up along the near side, it is tipped, and that's going to go into the Toledo bench. That'll cause a whistle.
And that's what the Komets wanted right there. They needed a line change. They had a little mixed up on the lines. They finally get organized and get the guys they want on the ice out there. 16-19 to go in the period. Lots of time. But the Komets have a 1-goal lead. Coming out to center ice.
Kravchenko and Burkowski on the drop, and the puck comes up along the near side. Chipped into the Komet zone. Back behind that, it's Hauser. Hauser, look out. Got his pocket pick. Goes into the corner. Played up along the far side. Thompson gets pushed off the boards. Komets trying to reach for it. Kolkin trying to get to it. Now it goes backwards, and Szydlowski will get it out of the zone. Played up along the near side. Komets get it back in the Toledo end. Now it's quickly turned back the other way, but Kravchenko is there. Far side. Sean Szydlowski with it over to Thompson. Intercepted. And now they're going to turn the corner in transition. Left side, Kyle Bonus looking for a man in front. Here's a shot. It's blocked by Lowney. And Hauser on the rebound making the save. Back up along the near side. Into the corner. And now we get a whistle. Penalty called.
Kravchenko.
Yep, it's going to be Kravchenko going to the box.
Puck had gone back to the point. Kravchenko went charging out there to get into the defenseman. He must have got a piece of him, and he drew the penalty. 2 minutes. Interference.
All right, we got to kill this one off.
Yep.
Komets lead at 3-2.
And as you say, we don't make it easy for ourselves.
That's right.
Hold on, guys.
Yeah, just the second power play of the game for Toledo.
Yep.
All right, puck is dropped. Komets up by a goal. Here's Denny on the left side. Borkowski sneaking down low into the corner. Puts it on net. Scramble for it in front. Baptista is there. And Baptista plays it up along the wall. Komets can't clear it. Top of the circle it comes. Now up top to Borkowski on the left side. Gonna come up to the blue line. Now it is going to be Baptista. Gets it over the line.
Got it out finally.
Just enough. Now it's going to come forward. Back on the near side, it is Burschback to the blue line. Komets get it out. Desjardins. Now Denis, falling down, lost the puck on the far side. Desjardins reaching for it. But the Walleye are able to get it across the line. Here's a shot. Save made. Hauser hanging on. Jenks coming across the line, snapping one off.
Hauser made the save up high. No rebound on it. Cody Soul was back, but he protected the net. Still 1:19 to go in the power play, Toledo.
Face off the left of Hauser.
Well, if anybody left the building, I hope they're listening.
I don't think anyone left here tonight so far. 3-2.
I think a couple people did.
Yeah, I think so. Komets up 3-2, trying to kill off this power play for Toledo. Bobby Shea with the puck. We're going to go back behind the net. Plays it hard off the wall and down the length of the ice. Stopping it is Nagel. Tansey back behind the net. Tansey up along the far side. Now we're going to go to Bonus. Bonus on the left wing will cut across the line. His pass going to be deflected. Going to go back behind the net. And the Walleye pick it up. Up top of the blue line. Bonus over. High slot. Here's a shot. Save made. Loose in front. And Hauser's going to cut back. He makes another save. Far side McCarron.
Too many chances, guys. Get it out.
McCarron on the right side. Pass is going to be tipped, but Bonus will keep it in. Back over cross ice again. Here's a shot off the post. Back on the near side. Another shot and a save made by Hauser. We're going to go back below the goal line in the corner. It is Barnes with it. Up top, far side, Tansey finds McCarron in the high slot again. Over. It is Bonus. Top of the circle. Down low tip by Hauser. Bonus again with it. A shot. And hanging on is Michael Hauser.
On the short side this time. Shot from a bad angle. Hauser squeezes the post. Makes the save. Holds on. Great pressure by Toledo. Still 20 seconds in power play time for Toledo, but great pressure. 3 good shots. Hauser comes up big again.
20 seconds to go in the power play. Face off to the right of Hauser.
7 shots on goal in this period. Toledo, they're putting the pressure on. They want to tie it.
Jenks on the face-off with Mason Baptista. And it comes out to Burschback to the blue line. Gives it up to Denis. Now to Borkowski, dropping it back, goes off the stick of Desjardins, but it still goes into the corner. Jenks trying to rim it around into the corner. Burschback is there, met there by Baptista. Baptista reaching for it. Now to Cody Soul. His shot. He's going to block. Coming out in front. Save made by Hauser. Back on the far side. We're 5 on 5. Up top, Denis with a shot. No good. And it comes up to the blue line. Komets clear the zone. Now the Komets hustling on back. It's Baptista in. In front to Desjardins, just over his stick, comes up to the blue line, loose puck, and Sadoway has got it for Toledo. Komets kill off a big penalty there. Sadoway up along the left side. Going to come into the Komet zone. They float it in front. Save made. And it's going to be Hauser trying to get to it. And he finally does.
Toledo gets much more aggressive.
Extras going on. Artie Tynaulin, they're trying to bait him up along that far side. And Artie's got to walk away from that.
Yeah, the power play has definitely given Toledo a lot of zip in their skating right now. They're coming after the Komets hard. Komets got to fight back. Did a good job killing off the penalty with some great saves by Hauser. But again, Toledo, a little momentum on their side right now.
Face off to the left of Hauser with 13:07 to go in the third. Komets lead this 3-2. 3 straight unanswered goals have given the Komets the lead.
Face-off will stay in the Komet zone. Trying to get organized. Waugh will take the draw.
To the left of Hauser. Hilbrick and Waugh. Well, gets the stick down first, and the puck comes into the corner. Jason Binkley is there. Maggio will float it all the way into the Toledo zone, down to Nagel. He'll stop it, and he'll keep it right there.
Cat calls coming from the crowd as Nagel has to take an easy shot. Holds on, gets the whistle. Face-off will stay in the Toledo zone now. Waugh still at center.
Face-off to the left of Nagel.
12:57 in the period.
Waugh and Hilbrick again. Now down in the Toledo zone. Comes up to the blue line. Binkley will take a shot. It's blocked on the far side. Embach is there. Embach with a backhander. Can't get it out of his zone. Now he sends it backwards. Now through the Komet zone it goes. Off the end boards. And here's Hauser. Going to pump it up along the far side. Coming into the corner. Marco Waugh is there. It is tangled up. Shasm as well. Now Cody Soul rims it around here on the near side. Still in the Komet zone. Komets can't clear it. And now it's Maggio. He'll skate with it. Coming up on the near side. He'll move it in. And now into the Toledo zone. Coming into the corner. Here's Marco Waugh. Waugh coming up along the near side, pushed off the play, coming into the corner, whipped around the boards, the Walleye with the puck, coming right down the middle of the ice, tipped, and into the Komet zone.
No icing.
Leonard tracks after it. He'll pick it up back behind the net. And Leonard over to Bobby Shea. Shea, cross-ring pass, going to be tipped and all the way into the Toledo zone. Obakowski is there, scoops it up, puts it onto the near side. And now back behind the net. It is Denis for the Walleye. Denis banks it off the wall, trying to get Tyler Barnes breaking down that right side. It's going to go into the Komet zone. Bobby Shea is there. Shea trying to get around Bonus. Stepped right there at the blue line, and it's Thompson getting it into the Toledo zone.
Dumped in.
3-2 Komets here in the third. Hirschbach avoids a poke check from Desjardins. Now up along the far side.
Tynaulin takes it off him.
And now back through the neutral zone. Toledo dumps it in. Gonna come into the corner. It's Alauni. And Bonus, they battle. Now far side. Tynaulin gets in on the act. And Martineau comes off hard off the glass. And now a loose puck. Holken didn't know where it was. And now Desjardins with it. Desjardins with it. Will skate with it. He is going to give it up to Martineau. Martineau will cross the line. Stick handles. Takes a shot. Just missed it wide. Tynaulin into the corner. Now is Martineau with it. Martineau sends it out in front. Broken up by Tansey. And now the Walleye with the puck flipped forward and into the Komet zone. And we will take a break. 3-2 Komets. You're listening to Komet Hockey on WOWO.
ERS OCI Wireless is the official radio provider for the Fort Wayne Komets. ERS OCI Wireless is a Motorola partner in Fort Wayne providing wireless voice and data systems that allow organizations across Indiana to operate their business more efficiently. Reach out to ERS OCI Wireless at 260-747-0584. That's 260-747-0584 or online at www.ers-oci.com.
WOWO and WMEE HD2 Fort Wayne.
Komet Hockey is brought to you by Auto Owners Insurance and Gregory Associates in Fort Wayne.
A.J. Jenks skating down the right side, zips a shot in on Hauser, makes the easy stop.
Coming off the boards again, Cody Soul playing the man wide, forced him to shoot it. Hauser makes a save. They'll get the face-off in the Komets zone. Line change by the Komets right now. 10:32 to go. Too much time, guys.
Shots are now 30-24 in favor of the Komets, so the Walleye catching up in that regard.
Let's get another one. Keep pushing them. Don't back off.
Face off to the left of Hauser. And we've got Jenks and Kravchenko in the drop. Comes up to the blue line. It's Schmidt. Schmidt on the right side. Takes a shot. Just tipped wide. Comes back out in front. Komets trying to get to it. And it comes up. Gershbach with a shot. Tipped. And it goes to Jenks. Jenks in the corner. Here's a shot. Hauser with the grab. Now the Walleye coming out with a little bit of purpose here.
Yeah, they're cruising pretty good right now. We stand around sometimes, and they start moving around with the puck, and they get the shot on goal. Hauser has to come up big all the time. New line change Komets. He didn't like what he saw on that shift.
To the left of Michael Hauser. And Marco Wah on the drop. Will be in there with Jenks.
Drop the puck, guys.
And it goes into the corner. Nope, it's going to be waved off. So we'll have to do it again. Marco Wah, he'll get kicked out talking to the linesman.
Yeah, he's saying, what'd I do? What am I supposed to do? Drop the puck. We'll go. Shasma will go in and take the draw now.
So the captain with a chance to win this drop here in the Komet zone. Comes up top of the circle. The Walleye got the puck. Here is a quick shot. It's going to dance wide. Coming up along the near side. Jenks gets it down low into the corner. Jamie Shasma's there. He goes off the wall. Here's Cody Soul with it. Soul, the left-hander, will skate with it. Feeds it forward. Going to go into the Toledo zone. And it's going to go here to Kravchenko, Shasma rather, into the corner. Now it is Maggio. He puts it into the corner. Played off the wall. That's going to go all the way down.
That'll be icing. Toledo.
We've crossed the halfway mark here in the third period. Komets 3, Toledo 2.
Face off back in the Toledo zone. Fresh line for the Komets out there.
Face off will be to the left of Pat Nagel. And it's going to be Martineau and Jenks.
Martin will take the draw. Tynaulin on the right wing over here.
And the puck comes into the corner. Wilson will get rid of the puck. It's going to come into the Komet zone. Culkin back. And now it's Ryan Lowney. Lowney to Martineau. Martineau feeds it forward into the Toledo zone. And taken down is Desjardins right at the blue line. Fans want to call. We will continue up along the left side. Here's Hilbrick. Offsides will be the call.
Nice call, linesman.
So that'll get us down to a timeout. 9:27 to go in the third. Komets lead it by a goal. You're listening to Komet Hockey on WOWO.
The Holiday Inn at the Coliseum, located across from the Memorial Coliseum, is the official home of the Komets. Whether it's a corporate meeting to large wedding receptions or just a getaway weekend, the Holiday Inn has you covered. Event space in the Holiday Inn can hold up to 300 people, and with 151 guest rooms, the Holiday Inn is ready to meet your personal or business needs. With a highly trained staff at the Holiday Inn, you can count on things being done right. Contact the Holiday Inn at the Coliseum to schedule your event today at 260-579-9135.
Fort Wayne's newest Northside Sports Bar is your place to see the big games, including pro and college. Doozy Sports Bar and Grill next to Red River Steakhouse has become a fan favorite to see the best sports events with their incredible food and drink specials and wall-to-wall big flat screen TVs. Open daily 11 to 11 or later for the big games. Doozy's has daily lunch specials and is always the place to come out and watch the games. Doozy's next to Red River Steakhouse, just off I-69 at Coldwater Road in Washington Center.
Komet Hockey is brought to you by Auto Owners Insurance and Insurance and Financial Services in Auburn.
9:27 to go in the third. Shane Albarani, Robbie Irons here tonight. Happy to bring this one to you. It is Game 3, Best of 7 series.
And it's a good one.
Yes, indeed.
Built exactly the way it's supposed to be. A tight hockey game all the way through.
Series
down
is
to the end.
Tied at 1, but this game is not. Komets up by a goal. Puck to be dropped in the neutral zone, just outside the Komet blue line, near face-off circle.
Wall for the Komets.
And the puck going to go into the Komet zone. It's Desjardins. Over to Cody Soul. Back Tynaulin. He'll flip it in. Chasing after it is Desjardins. Going to come into the corner. And Desjardins lost the puck to Hilbrick. Now he gets it back. Desjardins feeds it up along to the blue line. Over Cody Soul. He'll take it. It's going to go off the wall. And Martineau picks it up. Martineau back down low to Tynaulin. Tynaulin over onto the far side. Nobody there.
Forechecking we want right now. Keep forechecking, guys.
Now he's going to put it down low into the corner as Desjardins trying to get to it. Then he beats him to the punch, and he'll throw it over onto the far side.
Martineau in again. Good
Martineau
check.
with a big hit. Tynaulin in the corner back behind the nets, and it's going to be won by Hilbrick. Hilbrick goes up along the far side and now back into the Komet zone. Coming into the corner, it's Crisp. He wins the battle. Tries to put it out in front of the net. It goes over. It's Borkowski in the corner here in the Komet zone. Up top of the blue line, Tansey slides it over. McCarron, his shot is going to be blocked. Comes up along the near side. Tansey with it again. Banks it off the end boards. And here's Cody Soul with it. Soul over to Szydlowski. He'll feather it forward. That's going to be knocked down by Mbach up along the far side. He gets ridden to the Komet bench. Now Sean Szydlowski trying to get it again. Now it's along the far side. Won by Borkowski. Back into the Toledo zone. McCarron will bring it forward. He'll bring it across the line over to Shea. Shea with a backhander out of the zone. Under 8 to go in the third. Played off the wall. Sean Szydlowski steps in front of the pass. Drops it back to Leonard. Leonard will slam it into the Toledo zone. Played up along the near side. Coming to the blue line. Blue line. Here's a shot. And it's going to be blocked. Law back. Here's Maggio. No, here's another shot. That's blocked down. And now Tansey with it. Tansey moves it ahead. Looking for Kyle Bonus. That's going to come into the Komet zone. Bonus here on the left side. Bonus stick handling around. Uses the point. Here's a shot. That goes wide. Back on the far side. And it comes out of the zone. All the way down the Walleye with the puck.
Komets.
Borkowski takes a wide turn, puts it onto the stick of Jenks. Jenks will take a shot, save made by Hauser. Left the rebound go. We go back behind the net. Back over it is Jenks with it. Muscling his way up along the far side. He lost it. Coming to the blue line, and the Komets get it out. Martineau with the puck. Martineau gets it into the Toledo zone. And the Walleye back forward with it. It's going to be Jenks. Jenks tosses it in on Hauser. He'll glove it out of the air and get a whistle.
Under 7 minutes, 6:55 to go. Komets up by 1, third period.
Komets trying to hang on here tonight. 6:55. Komets' last 3 goals have been credited to them.
Komets only 2 shots on goal this period. That's number 1. And, of course, Toledo 12 shots. But they've had a power play, and, of course, they're pushing hard to try to get back in this game. Komets scoring at 2:52. Maggio, his second of the playoffs. Bobby Shea, the assist.
Face off to the right of Hauser. And Szydlowski on the face-off with Jenks. Comes up to the blue line. There's Obakowski with a shot. Missed it wide. Far side. Thompson is there. Gets it to the blue line. And the Komets can't clear it. Now they do. Into the neutral zone. Then he drops back. He winds up. Rims it around. Chasing after it. On the far side is Burschbach. And now into the corner it is played. Bobby Shea is there for the Komets. Shea gives it a look. Far side it comes. Garrett Thompson across the line. Got a man in front. Coming in. Floats it in front. Just wide. Back on the near side. It's Sean Szydlowski in on Nagel. He'll make the stop. And now Obakowski back behind the net. Obakowski will go right down the middle of the ice. It's going to come across the line. And a nice job there by Desjardins. Back checking coming up along the near side. He'll get it out, but it's taken away by Crisp. He'll turn the corner. Going to bring it across the line. Crisp now. Waited a little bit too long. Comes into the corner with it. And now Crisp dances up along the near side. Desjardins is there. Comes out. Here's a shot. They score. And we're tied at 3.
Trouble on the boards. They couldn't get the handle on the puck along the boards to make a pass out of the zone. Toledo finally gets on one of their sticks. A quick shot. Hauser screened a little bit, and it's in the net on his stick side. They tie it up.
We'll take a break. You're listening to Komet Hockey on WoWo.
Big City Cars on Lima Road. Vehicles as low as $595. Payments starting at just $79. Dependable cars on a budget. Over 20 price under $1,000. If other dealers have turned you down, we go to work when the others say no. Big City Cars. Want a bigger deal? Get up to $5,555 more than your car is worth. And as always, if we can't beat the competitor's deal, we'll give you the car for free. Big City Cars. See dealer for complete details.
And now, back to Comet Hockey.
Komets give up the game-tying goal, and now we're going to get a penalty right off the ensuing face-off. It's a delayed call.
High sticking. Shasma, is it?
Let's see who's going to go in the box.
Oh.
It's going to be Maggio.
Maggio will go to the box. Got the stick up, a little aggressive. Got the stick up high. Toledo will go on power play. 5:35 to go in the period. They have a tie score right now.
Face-off will be to the right of Michael Hauser. We're tied at 3 now here in the third period.
Szydlowski take the draw for the Komets.
Szydlowski and Jenks on the face-off. It is won by the Walleye. Denny back on the far side. They come down low with it. It's going to go back behind the net. Leonard trying to catch up to it. Here's Sadoway coming into the corner. Back behind the net. Race for the puck. Szydlowski is there. He'll jam it down the length of the ice. Going to come into the corner. It's going to be stopped by Nagel. He'll give it up to Denny. And Denny drops it back behind him. Borkowski. Well, that's Spurshback, rather. Now it's over to Borkowski. He'll come across the line. Over to Denny. Back on the far side. It's Burschback with it. And Burschback uses the point. Here's Denny with it. Pushes it over to Borkowski. Got a man on the backside. They score.
That's the way they set it up right there. Power play goal.
And the Walleye have retaken the lead. 4:52 to go in the third.
That came at 15:08. Power play goal. They set that up perfect, moved it around, got the Komets shuffling a little bit, made a perfect pass across, had Hauser moving in the net before he could get back to the other side.
Now the Komets had a 1-goal lead. Now it's a 1-goal deficit.
Yeah. 4:52 to go. Get some offense going. We've stopped shooting the puck. We were wearing more defense. Didn't get the offense going.
So the face-off will go to center ice as Burschback gets the goal. And into the Toledo zone. It's going to be Hilbrick getting it into the Komet zone. And here's Kulkin. Kulkin up along the far side. And the Komets get it out. Here's Szydlowski going to feed it forward. He'll come across. Here's a shot. Nagel the save.
Face-off will stay in the Toledo zone. Komets. Fresh troops. Thompson goes to the bench. Kravchenko goes to the bench. Szydlowski goes to the bench. So get them ready. Go after them, guys. We need a goal.
Face-off will be to the right of Pat Nagel. Toledo leads at 4-3. Martineau will take the face-off with Jenks. And it comes along the far side. Komets keep it up along the wall to the blue line. Tynaulin couldn't keep it in. Now it's going to go all the way back. Leonard off the wall. And here's Bobby Shea up along the far side. Tynaulin scooting after it. Going to come all the way off the end boards up along the far side. Broussard is there. And now it's going to be kicked all the way behind the net. Schmidt will play it around here on the near side. And it's going to be dumped into the corner. Going to be played off the wall. Here's Bobby Shea with it. Shea up along the near side. Over to Desjardins. Desjardins on the near side. Puts it out in front. Nobody home. Back on the far side. Coming up to the blue line here is Leonard with it. Leonard with a shot. Nagel the save.
Nagel. Nobody in front to make the deflection on it. Shot from the point by Leonard. Nagel's handles pretty easily. Line change. Face-off stays in the Toledo zone. Come on, guys. Pressure.
Game 4 coming up on Friday. 8 o'clock is the start time. Face-off here in Game 3 to the right of Nagel with Toledo up 4-3. And the Walleye with the puck. It is Denny up along the far side. Backhander all the way out of the Komet zone. Here's Cody Soul with it. Soul back into his own zone. He backs up. Going to go back up along the far side. Here's Waugh with it. And Waugh, nothing there to Maggio. Now Binkley here on the right side. Moves it forward. Now it's going to come up along the near side. Here's Waugh. Going to go to Shasma. Shasma in the corner coming in on Nagel. And Nagel trying to keep it out. We got a scramble. And now the whistle will blow.
Shaspa tried to cut to the front of the net, but he was eased off and pushed to the side. Then the scramble in front, nobody could jam it in. As I say, Toledo defense pretty tough in front of that net. Nagel holds on.
Face-off will be in the Toledo zone. Still 3:26 to go in the third. Face-off to the left of Nagel.
Fresh troops for the Komets. Line change, face-off in Toledo zone again.
Martineau and Borkowski on the face-off. And it comes up to Ryan Lowney. Back over to Culkin. Here's a shot that is blocked. It's caught up in the skates of Barnes. Here's a shot, goes off the glove of Nagel. Now on the near side, Szydlowski in the corner. Back behind the net, Szydlowski up along the far side, gives it a look, and he's going to punch it over into the near side corner. Martineau going after it. Now it's going to come up along the near side and to the blue line and out. Barnes will pick it up. Barnes comes across the line, sets it up, got a man. Here's a shot, save made by Hauser.
Hauser
on the far side. It's going to come out to the neutral zone. Martineau tracking after it. He's outnumbered as he comes across the line, but he's still got the puck. Coming into the corner. Here's Martineau. Pushes it around up along the far side. Thompson now stepping up in the corner. On the far side, it's going to get out. 2:36 to go in the third. Komets down by a goal. And it's Bobby Shea. Bobby Shea with it. Coming across the line. Shea on the right side. Coming into the corner. He's met there by Crisp. And now Hilbrick is down low. He puts it out in front. Sadoway tries to get to it. Still kept in there. Now it's going to get out. And now on the far side, it is going to be Leonard. Leonard on the far boards, going to be pushed into the Toledo zone, going to come into the corner. Now it's going to be Baptista trying to get it to the blue line. It's going to get out. We got 2 minutes to go in the third.
Yeah, we'll keep an eye on Hauser, see if he comes.
Binkley goes off the wall. Backhander taken away, and now it's Thompson with it again. Thompson back into the Komet zone, and it is Cody Soul with it. Going to push it off the wall. That's actually going to get into the Komet bench.
Yep, that'll get him time to get a little organized here. 1:49 to go. Decision to be made. Do we pull the goalie when it goes in? 1:49 in the period. We need a goal.
Face-off will come just outside of the Komet blue line.
Maggio, Waugh at center.
And up along the far side, it's Shaftsma and Cody Soul. It's going to go to Marco Waugh. Up along the near side, coming out to the center line. They can't get Hauser off. Up along the left side, it's Jenks with a shot. Save made by Hauser. Binkley banks it off the wall, now back into the neutral zone. Far side, and now back into the Toledo end. Bukowski going right down the middle of the ice. Here is a shot, save made by Hauser. Squeezes the pads, and the face-off will remain in the Komet zone.
16 shots on goal this period by Toledo. The Komets only 7. That's the big difference. 2 goals by the Walleyes, 1 by the Komets. We're down by 1 with a 1:23 to go. We got to get the draw, get down the other end.
Face-off will be to the right of Hauser. Hauser looking... Looks like maybe to get a new stick or maybe an equipment problem. He will go over and get some tending to his equipment. 1:23 to go in the third. Komets had a 1-goal lead here in the third period. Just about 8 minutes to play, and it evaporated quickly. And now the Walleye, they have got the lead at 4-3 in a minute 23 from taking a 2-1 lead in this best-of-7 series. Game 4 back here at the Coliseum, 8 o'clock on Friday.
Face-off in the Komet zone right now, waiting for the Hauser to get back in the net. He had a little nick on his blade. Had it stoned. We're ready to go. Drop the puck down the other end.
Szydlowski on the face-off here in the Komet zone. Got to win it. Borkowski in for Toledo. And it comes up. Here's a shot. It's blocked.
Here we go.
And now the Komets get it. Kravchenko on the right side. Kravchenko will bring it into the Toledo zone. Pushes it forward. Comes off the stick and out into Pat Nagel's pass.
Thompson got the rebound on it, but Nagels was right there. He couldn't get it up high enough. And the action all around the Toledo net. We've got Hauser at the bench. We got the face-off in the Toledo zone. What we want, now we need a goal.
Extra attacker is on. Empty net on the other end for the Komets. 1:12 to go in the third.
Be a few timeouts called here, I imagine.
Face-off will be to the left of Nagel. So far, no timeout being signaled here by Coach Gary Graham. Now Gary Graham is pointing to something on the ice.
He wants to see the lineup as they get ready to take the face-off to see what position Toledo's going to be in, and then he's going to be able to counteract that. But the referee wasn't letting it happen. He wanted to call the timeout or don't call a timeout. So timeout's called. Komets.
So
what they got to do
Coach
here.
Gary Graham or Coach Ben Boudreau will get in there and draw something up. Again, game number 4 is coming up on Friday. And what the series will be, don't know yet. But right now, Toledo is poised to take a 2-1 lead. And it was a game where the Komets stormed back, scored 3 straight unanswered goals to take the lead in the third period, but couldn't hang on.
Yeah, you would think we talked about how well we played in the third period all this season. We take the lead at 2:52. Maggio is second of the season, and that gets, of course, us the 3-2 lead. You think, all right, we're on our way. But then the offense just stymied, and then we get a penalty, and that got us in the wrong situation. Toledo got the momentum, and away they went. They get the goal at 14:05 to tie it, and a power play goal at 15:08 to take the lead. Face-off in the Toledo zone.
Face-off to the left of Hauser, Martineau and Jenks in the face-off circle. And it comes up to the top of the circle. Jenks will clear it down, knocked down by Soul. Komets got to get on sides. Cross-ice pass here is up along back behind the net. We got 1 minute to play. And here's Szydlowski. Far side to Wall. Soul with a shot. Knocked down in front. Goes wide. And now in the corner. Oh, what a shot by Jenks.
Yeah.
What a shot on Thompson, and Thompson is down.
Yep.
Jenks came screaming into the corner, and he is going to get a much-deserved penalty.
Yeah. Well,
wow.
He got hit at center ice, and he was hurt. He was wanting the whistle, and he didn't get it. He got back up and started back into the play. Thompson was in the corner reaching for the pucks, and Jenks just rammed him right here. Boom.
Oh, that is a boarding call.
Yeah. And
big time.
Thompson went in head first. That's the thing. He caught him a bit from the side and a little bit from the back, but Thompson did not expect him to hit him like he did, and he's going to draw the penalty. Whether it's 2 or 5, we need the 2 right now for the extra attacker on the ice. 2 extra men on the ice now. The goaltender out.
Thompson is still down on the ice. Slow getting up. Looks like he's okay. He will get to the bench. So let's see what we get here for Jenks. It'll definitely be a 2-man advantage for the Komets.
I think it's going to be 2. I don't think he got him from behind as much as he got him from the side, and I don't think Thompson saw him coming.
So no penalty up on the board yet, where I think both the referees coming together and figured out what they're going to call here. So an empty net on the other end for the Komets. Power play coming up. And we see it here. Just a nasty hit by Jenks. And it's 2 minutes.
Yeah.
So the face-off will be in the Toledo zone. Komets with a 2-man advantage here with an empty net. And the face-off left Nagel, Martineau, and Borkowski.
Szydlowski, Shea on the point.
Here's the puck drop. Sean Szydlowski up top of the blue line. Bobby Shea back over to Szydlowski, top of the circle. Here's a shot. It's blocked. And Tansey will know. Comes into the blue line. Shea will stop it. Shea on the right side. Now back over. Shea, right side, back over. One-timer goes off the shoulder of Nagel. Far side. 32 seconds to go in the game. Szydlowski with it. In front. Here is Schaffsman with it. Couldn't corral it in. Puck is loose. Comes up along the near side. 24 seconds. They'll clear the zone. Doesn't go very far. Sean Szydlowski with it. Now Dennis Kravchenko with it. Didn't know where it was. 17 seconds. Going to come into the Toledo zone. Back behind the net with 10 seconds to play. Up along the far side, Kravchenko coming to the corner. Back behind the net, caught up in the referee's skates. And now Tansy trapping it up along the near side with 3 seconds. And out in front, here's a shot. And Nagel makes the save, but that's it. Komets cannot hang on here tonight. And you go back to what happened at the end of the second period, where Kravchenko's goal was negated with the time expiring, just a split second, and that's the difference in the game tonight. The Walleye win at 4-3.
Yeah, Toledo comes out big, though, in the third period. They outshoot them 16-11 in the period. Even though the Komets took the lead at the 2:59 mark, Toledo, I think, just kept going. They get the goal at 14:05 and then a power play goal, and they got the momentum going and things kept going their way. And defensively, they played a pretty good hockey game all the way through. Made it real tough on the Komets. 3 defensemen score goals for the Komets. No offense from the forwards, so Maggio, Sol, and Shea get the goals. Unfortunately, they don't get much offense, as Toledo really kept the Komet forwards away from the front of the net all night long. Nagel's played a steady game back there, same as Hauser. Hauser kept the Komets into it with some big saves in the third period. Tough loss.
That'll do it. 4-3 is your final score. We'll be back to wrap it up. You're listening to Komet Hockey on WOWO.
Hey, you. It's your stomach again. I'm here to set things straight. Subway has new signature wraps, and they're packed with meat. These things make me full. Full like your voicemail after you win the lottery. Full like a clown car on the way to an oversized shoe convention. Full like the turkey, bacon, and guacamole signature wrap, loaded with provolone, lettuce, tomatoes, onions, and ranch. Full like I'm going to be after you get to Subway and eat one. You're welcome. All new Subway signature wraps. Subway, make it what you want.
Life can be unpredictable. One minute everything's fine, and the next you have a kid with a fever and it's already past 5. That's when you need Parkview First Care. We have extended hours, including evenings and weekends, convenient locations, and Parkview Physicians Group providers to make your whole family feel better. When you can't wait to see your doctor, go to the walk-in clinic that's part of the PPG community of care. Parkview First Care. Get in, get better, get going.
Aaron's has some really great news. Aaron's is offering 120 days same as cash. That's right, and here's how it works. Sign a new lease agreement and you have a full 4 months, 120 days to pay Aaron's everyday low price. They even offer a 20% instant rebate if you purchase outright. 120 days same as cash. Not bad, huh? Just stop by or call to learn more. And remember, you don't need credit. All you need is Aaron's. And nobody beats Aaron's. Nobody.
When you set out to find new roads, you can't do it alone. You need a partner on the journey, one you can count on. More and more people are finding themselves in a Chevrolet for the first time and learning that trying something new can be exciting, empowering, downright exhilarating. See for yourself why Chevrolet is the most awarded and fastest growing brand the last 4 years overall.
See your Northeast Indiana and Ohio Chevy dealers.
Based on total aggregate recognized industry awards and retail sales share gains 2014 through 2017.
In 1916, Auto Owners Insurance teamed up with local independent agents so customers could get fast, friendly, local service. It worked so well, we decided to keep it that way. And 100 years later, we still do things the same way by teaming up with local independent agents who deliver quality, personal service.
Thank you.
Some might call that old school. Then again, maybe everything old is new again. Kind of refreshing, isn't it?
For all your insurance needs, visit Jacob Insurance Service in Angola.
Miller Lite is the original light beer, and we'll always brew it to have more taste, with only 96 calories and 3.2 carbs. Because we believe that if you compromise on taste, you can taste the compromise. Miller Lite. Hold true.
Great beer, great responsibility. 2018 Miller Brewing Company, Milwaukee, Wisconsin. Average analysis, 12 fluid ounces. Less than 1 gram protein, 0 grams fat.
Welcome to the Komet Hockey OmniSource Recycled Postgame Show.
It was for sure a game of bounces here tonight. The bounces do not go the Fort Wayne Komets' way, and the final score is 4-3. Toledo gets the win. They take a 2-1 lead here in this best-of-7 series. Recapping the scoring tonight, the first one went to Dylan Sadoway of the Toledo Walleye. 3:37 was the time. It was unassisted. Walleye would get the second one at 3:37 of the second period. Mike Embach, his first of the playoffs. Bo Schmidt and Jenks with the assist. The Komets would rattle off 3 straight unanswered. They would grab momentum in the second as Cody Soul got his second of the playoffs at 6:43. Szydlowski with the assist. Bobby Shea would tie it up at 12:02 of the second period, his second of the playoffs. Tynaulin and Wall with the helpers. Then the Komets would take the lead at 2:52. Dan Maggio, second of the playoffs. Bobby Shea with the assist, but it was not meant to be. Toledo gets another one at 14:05. Sadoway, his second of the playoffs, second of the game. Hilbrick and Crisp the assist, and then Burschback with the game winner, his second of the playoffs, 15:08 on the power play. Borkowski and Denny with the assist. Komets 39 shots on goal. Toledo with 31. Pat Nagel gets the win for Toledo. 36 saves. Michael Hauser in the loss. 27 saves tonight. Komets will have a chance to even the series coming up on Friday. 8 o'clock is the start time back here at the Coliseum. We will take a break. Come back with our Ruoff Home Mortgage Great Name to Know Player of the Game. You're listening to Komet Hockey on WoWo.
This is Scrap Chat with Max Hall, reminding you that while all metal has value, not all metal recyclers value you. At OmniSource, guys like me tell you what your metal's worth and how to make it worth even more the next time. Because we grind up and spit out scrap, not customers. Find freight advice and fair payment at an OmniSource yard near you in the Fort Wayne area. For locations and a list of metals we buy, visit OmniSource.com or call 855-OmniBuy, 855-666-4289.
On the ice, on the court, or on the field, the Orthopedic Hospital and Fort Wayne Orthopedics are there to provide complete orthopedic care for injured athletes or weekend warriors. Fort Wayne Orthopedics and the Orthopedic Hospital of Lutheran Health Network, official sports medicine provider for the Komets, and an integral part of Fort Wayne sports for over 20 years. Go where the pros go. The Orthopedic Hospital and Fort Wayne Orthopedics are a dedicated team of sports medicine specialists, licensed trainers, and therapists, specially trained to keep you in the game.
Welcome to the Komet Hockey OmniSource Recycled Postgame Show.
Wrapping it up here from the Coliseum, where the Komets fall short in another one-goal game here in this best-of-7 series. 4-3 is the final score. Toledo comes back to win it and take a 2-1 lead in the best-of-7 series. Ruoff Home Mortgage, great name to know, player of the game tonight. It's Bobby Shea with a goal and an assist tonight, and that's what makes Bobby Shea our Ruoff Home Mortgage, great name to know, player of the game with 2 points. It's Bobby Shea, and a great name to know for your next home mortgage is Ruoff Home Mortgage. Friday night, the Komets get another crack at it. We will have a chance to tie up the